I should start adding damage states below 10 just so that I can get more skull fractures.
Ben, we're playing Dragon Ball, not Skull Fracture Simulator.
Now y'all are playing Dragon Ball. I'm playing Skull Fracture Collector.
You have been kind of failing at that lately.
I have been, I know. Hopefully this fight will help with that.
We start getting into a fight. Sato's like cracking his knuckles. Uh, Shillin's like cracking his neck, like getting ready. Icon is like sticking out his tongue and writing a red X with a marker on his forehead. So, I,
Icon is literally just Shooty McShootface from Borderlands 2.
you just described every Borderlands 2 character. This is also why I fucking hate Borderlands. I don't
I'm
dislike
describing
Borderlands, I fucking hate it.
I am describing a very specific Borderlands 2 character.
No, you don't. You don't understand. You describe pretty much all of them. Well, actually, some of them are Stabby McStabface. This is true, and one of them is Explodey McSplodeface. Fuck. Anyway, let's talk about something that isn't a fucking travesty to writing. Dragon Ball,
Or has a lot of midget jokes.
who are also Explodey McSplodeface. Ugh. Fucking horrifying that is, but not the intended way. Anyway, last episode of Dragon Ball Z. You're here now. Fight. Sorry, I am feeling slight amount of pain. How about we do this for change? Icon, Van, why don't you give us a slight recap of last session?
Last session, we bought a bunch of healing items, talked with Bulma, used said healing items, talked with Bulma some more, and then flew over here with some people using even more healing items. And then, and I shit you not, we crashed, but did not crash.
You're
And then
right.
we kind of flew our way up here, found a ball. People appeared. Icon touched the ball. More people appeared, this time from the west. And then we stopped.
Icon got shocked.
Icon got electrocuted by said ball.
Oh.
It didn't really do much, but I'm slightly dazed.
Pat.
Hello.
Hello. Do you want to add something to last session's recap?
This guy is someone important to Chillin because he didn't spare Chillin when he was or before he was on Earth. And Chillin right now is trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah. This is true. How about Sato? Any thing to add to this glorious recap of ours?
Not really. But basically got most of the gist.
You fucking failed me, you know that.
I
Shisker.
failed myself.
Not as much as I'll fail you once dice are in
Obviously,
my hand.
These berry bushes give us a buff, right? If we eat a berry.
One way to find out.
There is only one way to find out, and that's how I learned saying gluttony.
They're poisonous, so you're saying yes. No, I'm saying physiology. Ah, fine. Shisker. Anything to add to this recap of ours? Sorry?
I prank called a dumbass.
And said dumbass is rapidly approaching our location.
That's
Yes,
funny.
You did call him, talk to him, and now you guys are gonna have a tearful reunion, or not. Fuck do I know, I'm not the captain of the drama club. Fucking sue me. Just, I'm starting to feel it. There's a possibility I might have we might have to either cut it short or I'll need to go away for like 10 minutes and do a whole bunch of medicine and basically OD in the bathroom.
That's fine.
Excellent then.
Why do I have the vivid mental image of Dart OD'd at the bathroom?
I think I have the same mental image, but for some reason he's got like a half spilled over box of bottle caps.
Why are you locked in the bathroom? You talking to me? Maybe you should try getting a job.
My European friends here, do you guys even know what bottle caps are?
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The candy?
No?
Oh no, not the candy.
I've never heard of the candy called bottle cap.
Uh,
Heard of it? Never had one.
They're like they're like Smarties kind of.
Okay.
You guys don't know what Smarties are, do you?
Yeah, I know what Smarties are.
Oh, you do know what Smarties are, okay.
I think.
Yeah, they're like
What?
Smarties, but they're flavored like soda.
Mm. Sure, why not? Smarties are the chocolate ones, right?
No.
I don't give a shit.
Smarties are these things that the Canadian call wrong, and we laugh at them every time they mention theirs.
What do they call them?
Rockets.
Okay, I'm fucking done with you and your entire subculture. Anyway, combat and shit. Hell yeah. Now that is some cool shit, finally.
Is this the point where they all fall over and we get XP?
Yeah, combat over. You win. Let's just... Why drag out the inevitable bullshit? Am I right? No, so,
And what's the story?
last session also, Shilin went off to do a bit of an exploration. He got in a bit of a sticky wicket over there. The rest of you stayed behind over here. Sorry, what?
I did not do that.
Fisker.
Shisker.
Fisker.
Okay, fucking mouse boy, not frost demon boy. Fuck the fuck up my fuck while everyone is fucked.
Okay then.
Something tells me he may be fucked.
I'm gonna fuck you, okay? Shut
He's
up.
fucked. He's fucked squared.
Don't fuck with me, fucker. Now, what the fuck do you mean this episode is not monetized? Fuck. Whatever. So Shisker went off to explore over there. That happened. Icon went down to get electrocuted. That happened. And a power level over here to the left is rapidly advancing. Over here, Kalik is holding this guy by a head. And he's demanding, if you guys remember, the method by which you can locate these Dragon Balls.
If I remember correctly, Icon more or less was telling him we don't have any.
Yeah, he didn't like that answer.
He did not like this answer.
The trade is not verifiable. Regardless of the situation, even if we give you an answer, there's no guarantee that you'll give us the prisoner.
He's just looking at you. What? Boss, I think he's saying... I know what he's saying! He's just not making any sense! Okay.
Chillin, I think you need to dumb down your words for him.
Dylan just pinches the bridge of his nose and says, "We can't trust you in this deal. Because even if we give you what you want, there's no guarantee you'll give us him.
He's looking at this guy that he's holding, as if he's trying to formulate some sort of idea.
He is rubbing his two brain cells together to make something.
So turn off that light bulb. It's annoying. Well, well. How about... you hand him over, and I won't drop him down this here gorge.
Icon's gonna look to the rest of the party.
Chillin is just watching him and waiting.
Oh, you're not replying to what he just said?
He made the proposal, and Chillin is expecting him to follow through.
Sorry, I'm not following.
He said, how about I don't drop this guy off the cliff and let him go? It's like, yeah, we're waiting.
That's not what he said.
What did he say?
How about you hand it over and I won't drop this guy down the gorge?
Hand what over?
He's asking for the means by which you're locating the Dragon Balls.
How do you know it's handheld or even here? For all you know, we have a big machine fucking far away from here, and we wrote it on a note and got here.
I'm not handing over the card that accesses it, by the way.
Roll guile. Roll diplomacy guile. Icon.
Which one of those? Icon?
Yep.
Alright, so that's strength, wrong. This wouldn't be persuasion?
No.
By the way, at both of your responses to what he asked, Chillin is just giving a very deep frown.
Like, it's a reasonable figure, right? Like, how would he know if it's handheld or not? For all he knows, it could literally just be a giant machine somewhere.
The whole premise we've built so far in terms of rhetoric is we don't have one. And when he said hand it over, your response is, how do you know it's handheld?
How do you know it's in my left coat pocket?
Which is why Icon was saying, I'm not handing over the card that accesses it, because he's implying it's not here, and that he has a card that can access it. But wrong speciality and unlearned is -1 pool, -1 value, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
so 3d10.
Shisker, how are you doing up there? What's going through his mind?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Surrounded on one side. I'm able to hear this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, otherwise, how are these guys stopping me? Just intimidating me?
So, they have flown up to you. Oh, what? Hang on. What in the fuck? Sorry, give me a moment. They have flown up to you, sort of getting in your way, and then they seem not super happy about initiating violence with you for some reason. One of them, like, just mutters, "Stay where you are." Uh,
What are you going to do if I don't?
yo, you don't want to find out.
Sounds like I'm going to find out one way or another.
Roll me insight.
I'm not trained in persuasion, or I'm not trained in persuasion.
But your
Let's see.
words may have helped.
Insight. Unlearned.
Let's see. Possibly
Rank.
tell intention.
Tell intention is my specialization.
Hang on. Read the room. I think read the room on this one.
Okay, so worst possible roll with a 3d8.
Sorry. Fuck, man, I'm a little stinker.
So, what, 2d6?
Yeah, let me just double check here.
No, it'd be
No, it is. Yeah, it's read the room.
So what, 2d6?
Minus 1 d6 for unlearned,
Valley.
minus 1 d6 for wrong specialty. No.
minus
what
one
you
pool,
said.
minus one value, so yeah, 2d6.
Yeah, what you said.
That's a 14.
I see Chisker stole all the luck.
What luck? This is literally what I built for, and I'm still getting screwed.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, that's... Yeah. So, you can tell, more or less, that the reason why they don't want to fight you is because they recognize you? There seems to be a hint of recognition within them.
Yeah, we still work for the same side.
Mm-hmm. That, you know, that might probably be it. But, I guess orders are orders. Icon, you're,
Hopefully
5.
he thinks I'm just stupid.
Would you reroll your 3d10 for me, Icon? Because, you got... He also rolled a 5.
Oh, I see.
Shut up. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
so,
Watch him fate
what he...
dice.
When you say this, he starts looking over in this direction, towards the vehicle you rode in on.
One of us has the Dragonball locator, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not on the ship.
Yeah, one of you have the Dragon Raider. Actually,
I know
we
it's
should-
not Icon.
We should probably determine who has it. She gave it to
Not the-
Shillen. Bulma gave it to Shillen. So, assuming he still has it, it's Shillen that has it. Yeah, okay.
Sounds good.
Makes sense.
So,
I'm not giving it to you, the key card that accesses it, because 1, it doesn't exist, and 2, I don't have it.
is Icon saying this?
Yeah, I'm just adding a little bit more to what he said before.
Wait to oversell it.
I know.
So, this guy looks at the ship, then you, then the ship, and then he grins. As he, lets go of Velcor.
I want to start moving towards the ship in case he
Wait.
fires a blast at it.
And 2, blasts over towards the ship. Now, I want to go around here because Velcor is going to start falling down. 2 is going to blast off towards the ship. 3, Grimme, who's in the cockpit, is gonna scream and hide under a chair inside the ship. And
Screaming always helps you hide.
she is a master at stealth. I'm not in here!
Well, the ship says there's no one in it, so there's no one in here.
Let's hope he operates on Looney Tunes logic. So, I want to hear like one by one what you guys are gonna do here. Let's start with Shilin.
Chillin is going to make a beeline to try and catch him.
Roll me mobility.
Does aerial movement count, or is it just normal?
That's not a thing anymore.
Now it's speed, precision, and reflexes.
Yeah, we really need to update this. So let's ignore that for now, and let's say that you have the specialty. Yeah. You're going to blast off towards him and start flying down in order to catch him before he reaches the ground. Shisker, is he doing anything as this is happening?
I'm gonna try and reason with these guys real quick. In a very bold-faced move, Chisker's going to activate his combat form, and then he's just going to look to each of them and say, that to the four of them that are currently staring him down and keeping him where he is, and say, how about all four of you break your scouters, fire off your weapons, and then fall, pretend like you did your best, and we both walk away happy.
Diplomacy Guile, please.
Guile?
Yeah, trying to be sneaky and crafty here.
Fair.
I-
Alright.
I feel like that would be persuasion because he's persuading them.
A little more of an intimidation tactic? I don't know if that counts, though.
Sure, but that would be assertiveness.
Diplomacy, assertiveness, yeah, untrained either way. I am kind of just a rat man. So, that's, well, it's advanced, but it's not my specialty. So, 5D... Wait, which one is this? Skill? So, 4D10?
Yeah, 40-10.
4D10. I don't know what our power level difference is, but I could vouch for a reroll based off of that.
No.
Okay.
But that's a good roll.
Yep, and they're gonna roll against that. They have less dice, but they will get some reroll because there are multiple of them. So let's see. Or I don't need it. I rolled I rolled 2 8s. So yeah.
Of course.
Wait, so they have 2d8 and they just faded it?
No. They have 48 because listening to orders is what they do. So Lindsay, that was advanced. Normally they have 3d8. But 2 of them resulted as 8s.
That's still less than mine.
That's a 27.
Because oh wait, the one.
What?
Remember, the one cancels out one of the 8s, so only the 5 is doubled. So.
Yep.
So that's 8, 16.
It's 27.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is that how that works? Wouldn't it double the 1?
No, because it doubles any non-8s or 1s. It doesn't touch 1s or 8s.
Let's say I rolled this. And now there are 2 8 doublings. First it's gonna double the 5, then it's gonna double the 1 after that, and the very last die they're gonna double are themselves. But yeah, I did roll a 27. Like, I just had to show you because fucking luck of the die.
Thanks.
However, if you wanna do a combat on? If you wanna do a taekwondo on their faces, let's say, I'm gonna say that you're gonna get like 1 free turn of doing so. If that's because they're kind of like looking at each other, like half of them are probably considering it. You can tell, but you can also like get the feel that they're not gonna go for it. At least not directly or yet. Anyway, Sato, as this all is happening, what are you doing?
Let's see. The guy is dropping.
Keep in mind,
He's
none of them
going
are
for the
attacking you or rolling initiative yet. Yeah? Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I ate something and I think I might have gone into the wrong opening, and that's why I'm coughing like crazy.
Too bad.
But yeah, I know, horrible. Anyways, I would say by the fact he's just chilling, going for the guy falling. I think maybe Sato would try to stop the guy from getting to the ship. So I think he would panic, shoot him in the face with the key blast, key stream to knock him away.
You're gonna shoot the orange man with a key blast.
Yeah.
Did I ask what Icon was doing yet?
You did not, but I was going to try and intercept him because I was thinking he was going to shoot a key blast at the plane, not charge it.
Alright, but he's charging it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Charge it or shoot a key blast. I was moving towards the plane.
Alright, Icon is
I was going to
moving
intercept it.
towards the plane as well. What's your speed, DV?
Probably not as high as his. 13.
Okay.
Or I guess 14 for movement if we use the old rules.
He is faster than you.
Yeah, I thought so.
Roll mobility, speed.
Mobility speed, he says. Don't worry, that is 2d6 for me.
Nay, I'm firing a key blast, right? Would that be able to distract the big guy so he has an easier time intercepting him?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna fire off that key stream. With the
Icon, you
extra
get a free reroll if you want to use it for this speed.
I have a 50% chance of getting something higher and a 50% chance of getting something lower.
I can extra energy. I think I have.
Fuck it,
my
we'll
brain.
make the attempt.
Yeah, I can do it.
We'll re-roll the
You know what?
4.
Fuck it. Max power. Oh yeah.
Damn it.
So
Damn it.
I'm guessing
I lost the
22 hits
50-50.
him.
One of you at a time? Van?
Well, I was just saying, I lost the 50-50.
Yeah. Axel?
Does 22 hit the guy?
What the fuck do you think you're fighting right now that this wouldn't hit?
I'm just asking. Okay. So yeah, this damage as Sato just full power blasts orange guy.
Motherfucker! You little shit! And... I'm just... fuck it. Injury, why not?
That doesn't seem good.
I think that's NA. Yep, it is.
Okay.
Anyway, Alright, how about all y'all are gonna roll initiative. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in turn here. He does not have a reroll. He has... This guy do have initiative boost for some fucking reason. 168 or that. Good job, dickhole.
I'll be right back.
Making sure all my numbers are put back to what they should be. Yes. Oh, mama.
There you go. Find a roll that doesn't blow chunks.
I know, right? That's an 8, a 7, and a 4 on 3d8.
Two more for Shisker. Kalik. Icon. And Sato. You guys can edit that as well. Alright. I've added extra initiatives for y'alls.
What even is math? Math hurts my brain. 398, that was good.
It just halves each time, right?
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back. There are initiatives for you to add and edit.
Alright, I put them in.
Very good. And done. Turn riffs fixed. So, Chillin, you're rushing down to fly and catch him, and with your speed and your roll, you're gonna be maybe a third down the gorge as you catch up to him and grab him. Remind me, everyone still has fly, right? No one forgot that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone is flying, yeah.
So that takes up basically your entire movement, but you catch up to Velcor, catching him. He seems to be still breathing, unconscious, hurt, but not broken, you would assume. So that's good. Assuming you end your turn there.
I guess so.
Shisker. Shit is happening over there.
Remind me if I saw this earlier. Did we attempt to pick up the Dragon Ball?
Icon did.
Yeah.
Icon has it.
He has it.
It's in his hand, yeah.
He's getting
Got it.
choked by it.
Choked?
He technically doesn't have it. As you get
I
shocked,
picked it up last time.
no, you tried. It was booby trapped. Whoops.
Yeah, and it shocked me. It failed to beat my DC, and I lifted the ball up.
Okay, you never lifted the ball up.
That's what I grabbed the ball means.
Okay, and this is what the DM is telling you, and what that means is you don't have the Dragon Ball. In anime, when something shocks you, you scream a bit and then you fall down, presumably with funky hair.
Except if you're extremely strong, then it just frazzles you a bit, and then you ignore it.
Yeah, that still happens. He's not stunned. That's what would have happened if he failed. He's
He
dazed.
failed to recognize Dart. He's already got the funky hair. Just look at him.
You know what?
Exactly, so it did
you
nothing,
make
and I have the ball.
You make an excellent point. Anyway, Shisker.
I'll take my turning point to go, please. Anyway,
I'll give you icons. He has no use for it. I don't think he has one left.
I don't have enough turning point.
Wait.
now.
I think
Aha!
almost all of us spent it.
None of us have a turning point, I think, except maybe Chillin, because we all had to use it in the previous fight, or we would have lost.
no one don't got it either.
I don't have a turning point.
Yeah, we all had to use it last fight.
Well done.
Did I see that happen? Is the Dragon Ball still there?
Yeah, it's still on the ground. Right in front of Icon.
Do I have any reason
Actually,
to
Icon
suspect
left.
that it's... Is it fake?
No, you did check with the Dragon Raider last session that it was indeed locating on the thing right in front of your feet. I'm not sure if Shisker at that point had flown away to investigate or not, but they did do that.
I did fly away to look, but these guys picked up the Dragon Ball presumably after these guys showed up,
Yes.
which means I probably could have seen what happened. Since I turned my
Probably possible.
back this way and can see. I don't know. Jisker's pretty perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Right, so... Jisker's just gonna look at the guys in front of him and tell them to stay out of this. He's gonna drop a few feet and then fucking bolt it this way. He gave his warning. I could just do that move, right?
Yeah. I'm going to... Yeah. We can do that.
Alright.
Hyper speed rat.
Yeah, so I just, fucking dart past them, and I try to pick up the ball.
You have the ball. And you see underneath
Okay.
them are like 3 very powerful batteries. Empty now.
Empty. Do I still have an action?
Can you click flying move for me to see how far you move in one turn?
It's a tier 1, I believe. No, it's tier 0.
You can do flying move 3 if you'd rather do that. That is a tier 1. Or reckless or whatever the fuck you want.
No attribute was found for move speed. Hold on, does Combat Chisker not have a move speed? Yeah, he doesn't have a move speed value. Combat form doesn't have it, but normal form does. Does my move speed increase in combat form? Because my speed DV
It depends on your speed DV, so yes.
it goes up by 2, the DV, because my stats double.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just use this one, I suppose. 52 meters is what I could normally move
Alright,
without
your
combat form.
speed DV is a 13.
Yeah,
And you have a
it was
D8.
11, it went up to 13.
And you have a D8 in speed. So, in move speed, write 325 for combat form Shisker.
325 is my
Yep.
flying move.
Mm-hmm.
So my actual flying... is that just the extravagant difference in DV there? Is it normally supposed to be 52? And then it goes up to 325?
Nope. For normal Shisker, it seems to be 175.
So, I guess the move speed
Flying
rules
move-
changed again.
No, nothing is... If you be quiet for just a moment, I shall explain to you the genius of my plan. Flying move is 30% of your movement speed. It calculates it to 52 for you. Now do flying move with the combat form Shisker and you're gonna see.
97.
There you go. You can make it.
Alright, yeah, that works for me. Right, so, and I still have my normal actions.
Yeah. This is a move action.
Is anyone currently paying attention to me?
Presumably many people.
Many people. Okay, got it.
I removed 26 energy from you.
Thank you. Does this thing have like a...
Sorry?
Man, I want to figure out how the device works. Like, does it shock on contact? Or was it remotely turned on?
They presumably used to put the Dragon Ball on the battery so the Dragon Ball was electrified.
Mean,
Does the Dragon Ball conduct electricity?
mean,
Seems
They
so.
do when it's beneficial for the story for them to do so.
To be fair, they do spark of electricity every time they recharge, so theoretically speaking, that means they can hold a current.
What the fuck? Metal doesn't do that, but they need electricity. Where do you get science from? Anyway. It's just the rule of anime. If it seems feasible and works for the story, then it works.
mean, simple, not insanely useful to me. Okay, I'm going to fastball at south.
I'm gonna fastball at...
I'm throwing it south. Just south.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
I thought you said
yeet.
at Sal. Alright. You shook it.
How far can I throw this thing, by the way?
Do you want to throw it as far as you can?
Yes.
Okay. I have been thinking that I should make like a strength throwing distance thing.
Well, if you want me to base it off my skill, I can tell you, my skill's high.
That would be more the precision, not necessarily the distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Who's the
you're
science major
gonna
here?
toss it like twice this distance.
So, 30 meters off screen.
Yeah, sure.
The important thing is that they're gonna have to go find it.
Do you want to make it very hard for anyone to find it without the dragon radar?
Yes, can
There's
I land
a
it in a bush?
gorge right to over here with a 500-meter drop and a forest.
There
below.
are a bunch of people there that could potentially catch it, but I think Chisker is a really good shot. I'll take that chance.
Or here.
And also,
Yeah, that's a better option. I'm throwing it over there, thank you.
Hey, what the? Calic?
you know,
Yeah, that's definitely my turn.
Yep.
hey, good that the Dragon Balls can take a lot of concussive force by the fact they're literally flung across the planet every time they're used.
Yeah. Why, you little... That ship is mine! And then he blasts towards Sato.
Oh shit.
I was about to say, did he say chip?
Yeah. He got the idea that your means for locating Dragon Balls are within this ship.
Oh, I thought he said chip, like potato chip.
I told him I
He-
wasn't
he
going to
did
hand
say
over
ship,
the
as
key
an
card.
airship. Sorry, what did you say?
See, he thinks he's smart. Got it.
The thing I consider is that he's not going to hand over the key card that accesses it.
Well,
He's
it has
smart.
been
He knows he
revealed
doesn't
somewhat
need one
foolish.
when he can just pick it up.
he'll just pick it up and like a sundial, it'll point him towards the ball.
I mean, fuck, if it works, it works.
Anyways, what is he doing so close to my face?
I'm thinking maybe I should stomp you brutally.
He wants to tussle.
Can we just, play cards, A bit of poker?
We could, but he knows you're just gonna cheat.
What? Do you call me a
Not
demon?
cheater.
Nah, screw it. Brutal stomp it is.
Yeah, not with that accuracy roll, bitch.
Oh
That's a
man.
Yeah,
Nice.
Sato dodges that easily.
Hang on, this should be 4d10s. Yeah, there should be 4d10s. I think this is from previous when he was injured.
Yeah, roll him at another 10 then.
I'm brutal on this step, even.
Okay, there we go.
I hate all of this.
29.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Let's see if I can dodge this. I have
Okay.
a feeling not, but I want to try.
Nope.
Yeah, no, it's just right into the face.
So, this is a -1. Something should happen here.
Yeah.
We'll start with a 14 versus resistance. How about that?
Does this answer it?
Yeah.
Ah, toughen.
Very good.
It's tougher.
But start with taking that damage.
Yeah, and that means I don't get any damage reduction on that,
Correct.
since it's forced.
Yep.
Yay!
It's
I
like, no,
think
no,
he
no, no, no!
almost-
Lies down on his back, like points towards face. Me next, me next! What's wrong with you guys?
You want to see how bad that was?
We always want to see that.
I was full health.
I don't think you mathed that correctly.
I take 15% more damage.
Oh. Is it vulnerable due to...
Origin, yeah.
Well. Sucks to be you then.
I know. That hurts like a bitch.
Well, yeah, it seems to. Icon.
Hello, that's me. Well,
Is there anything you want to do? And keep in mind, technically, this guy just wants to get your ship. He was just enraged by Sato.
this is true.
But Bulma is gonna kill us if that ship gets destroyed or most likely taken, so...
Yeah, not fair.
You know, it's way too big of a machine to fit onto our... Actually, it doesn't exist. Never mind.
The fuck?
Hey, Icon, can you maybe get him away from my face?
I was thinking about doing that. Yeah. Trying to get his attention on Icon by shouting at, the machine is way too big to fit on our ship.
The man's brain is too tiny. Hit him where he actually knows, in the face.
That's fair. I'm going to move up to him, which I think requires
Oh,
me
hello,
to
Icon.
do a flying move. Yeah, I think I'm good.
You do be good, yeah.
97 meters. I think I'm good to get up to him. How far even was it? It was like 7.
Yeah, you should make bigger maps or something.
I am then going to say that the machine is way too big to fit in our ship. Actually, it doesn't exist. Forget I said that. And then I'm just going to clock him in the back of the head.
Okay then.
You're confusing him on so many levels.
Yes. And as I clop him on the back of the head, I'm going to say, now stop beating up our Kai.
We know that by now.
I think I had mentioned.
I think you mentioned it, yeah.
Hmm.
Hi.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that.
18. I'm pretty sure that hits even a loser like him.
Oh, come on, man. You don't have to say it like that.
34 energy.
Yeah, go on. That's it.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Fucking come
Minimal
on,
on power
man.
level, almost max on strength. Yes.
Oh,
It would have been even better if you photoshopped the Calic onto the dude jumping.
I would have, but that would have been a moving image, and my cheap ass input player won't let me do that.
That's fair.
well, Shilin, see you again. You're halfway... the third way down the gorge.
I am going to try to fly back up
Mm-hmm.
and make my way towards the ship. And Chillin
Okay.
is going to call out, "Break it and run! It's not worth it."
What? That was Grimmy inside the ship.
Yeah, Chillin's going to be taking the pilot seat when he gets there, if I'm allowed to.
Sure.
Who are you telling to break it?
Everyone. He's telling everybody to run.
Would
Oh,
you
you mean
roll me...
Break
I want to see
away,
how
not
far you
break
get
something.
in one turn by flying, because you're 150 meters down also.
Mm-hmm. What do I roll?
Any movement action.
Yeah, check your list.
Yeah. Yeah, you have move 3
What?
if you want to move further, but... yeah. With that, you get up and have 30 meters movement left, which is a substantial part of the map. Unless you wanna change this to move 3. Sorry?
I'm thinking.
Okay. You can
Do I
click
get
it.
do I get any downsides for?
It costs more
Changing?
energy.
Okay. In that case,
can
I'll
use-
just make it a.
Yeah, you can just click move 3 if you wanna check the numbers and decide afterwards. But anyway, so what did you say?
What I wanted to do was lift him up here and try and get him into the plane, and then take control of the plane itself. Because at this point, we need to just run.
You're gonna put him in the plane?
Yeah.
Okay, oops. Yeah, you can do that. That's gonna basically be your action. Sato!
So, that hurt a lot.
Yeah. It's a stinker like that.
Yeah, it didn't feel good. So I am using this. Need a minor buff here.
Plus 1 to all combat dice pools. Yeah. Skin 1, 0. Yeah.
And I need some of my health back. Or
You don't-
what do you guys think? Should I try to just annihilate this guy or get my health back?
I've seen what it takes to annihilate this guy. You ain't pulling it off, Chief.
You ain't doing that, bud.
Okay, fair. So no big attack, just I want some of my health back. Fair.
I mean, if you say so, I'm
Probably.
not just gonna hand it out like candy, you
Damn.
know?
I hate you, dice. I have one reroll from my technique. Do I have any other rerolls? I don't think so.
Honestly, if you rolled an 8, you might hit.
You know what? Fuck it. Reroll one of the ones. I didn't.
Apologies.
So that's -3
Actually,
plus
what's your
5.
PLDV? You might not have a re... Well, that's not overpowering or outnumbering, so never mind.
Yeah.
You always have that. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's a 7.
I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
You're guessing correctly.
That hits.
No, you're guessing
What?
correctly, I said.
Ah,
You
but you
guessed
said
that it doesn't hit.
Okay. Well, that's crap baskets. Well, that's my turn. Hopefully, it doesn't turn my jaw backwards.
That plus you were supposed to have a -2 to attack. Because
I
of
did
dodge.
add it.
Oh, very good then. Now you don't have that anymore. Shisker this! Shisker! With the bowl.
I don't have it anymore. I threw it, remember?
Right, you threw it. Yeah?
I need to be reminded of how this tier feature works. Weapon user. Is it a +1 to attack and then 10% dangerous on ranged weapons, 10% efficiency on melee?
I mean, I need to read up on it as well. That's the... You said feature, so that was what
It's
was
my
getting me a little
character
bit...
tier bonus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get that now.
Okay.
Yeah. +1 to attack, plus 10% dangerous.
Energy efficiency if it's a melee weapon, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. my dice pools right now supposed to be? Double check that. Am I? Are these dice pools correct?
I don't know. Which dice pools are you referring
My
to?
combat dice pools. This perplexes me. I think something
Okay,
went
I'll
wrong with
check.
the force.
Melee should be 3d10, that's correct. Range should be 3d8, that's correct.
I think you got those
4d10,
mixed
that's
up.
correct. Yeah, sorry, what?
3d8 for melee, 3d10 for ranged.
No,
I'm looking at my
vice
static
versa.
bonuses. And that's what. What?
3d8 for range, 3d10 for melee. Fuck, I'm looking
Why?
at Chillin. Wrong character sheet. Shut up! Fuck all y'all! None of you deserve to fucking question me. I'm the best.
At reading things wrong, yeah.
Nothing in it.
Your static bonuses here. That is the main reason it appears bigger there. Is because you have bonuses here.
How the fuck are
Yeah,
they that
I'm trying
high?
to figure out what those static bonuses are coming from.
What in
Well,
the fuck?
they're automatic. You put them in. They're manually put in. So you're the one that put it in. They're automatic.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my static bonuses in melee are 0 and ranged are 2, so everything
Yeah,
else has been
it's the
automatically
battle sheet.
applied.
The battle sheet has also a way to manually put stuff in.
Oh,
Those are manual.
then where are the? Who put these here?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm just.
I'm pretty sure these should all just be zeroed out, except for defense. I think that one's
Because
That
of your
might have-
armor.
That might have been because of gear you were wearing.
You have
or...
3 for defense. You have 3 defense for small.
and then one from my equipment, and I might have no.
Is
I
that
put
wrapped
that
Duraband?
ranged.
Uh,
Yeah,
size
Duraband.
size defense modifier is automatic.
It is.
Yeah, the size defense modifier is automatic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Guess
correct.
That makes more sense for the defense.
That's the only thing I see. Wait, do you have features? You have eradication of flaws. Okay, you also have that.
I believe.
Which
Oh yeah,
negates his
eradication
natural
of
human.
flaws should have put it up by one more.
What?
Eradication.
No,
of flaws
remember
should-
you're human. You're human. You normally have a -1 to everything. So that just makes it so you don't have -1 to everything.
Okay. I have my static bonus over there. That should be from my features and stuff. Let me put the. Did I put that incorrectly? Yeah. Keep that there because that's gear based.
Alright, got
That's
plus.
feature based. I think this is all correct now. It's lining up with what I have in my combat form sheet.
Yeah,
Or- yeah.
could be correct, yeah. So you have a minor penalty to melee, minor benefit to range, and yeah.
Yeah. I just had to make sure where my melee was at. Yeah, because my thing
Can I?
was there penalty.
I
What?
can edit your sheet. Do you mind if I just make notes?
In what?
Like this. What's the feature that gives +1 in each?
Eradication of flaws.
Thank you. Like that. I just made for static melee. Do you see it?
I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
What's the feature name that gave you +1 to range? I forgot.
He actually has a +2 to range, but you know, size penalty.
One at a time. What's the feature name?
Tiny Edge and Offensive Fighter. Both.
I forgot you had Tiny Edge. So that should be all, unless I'm forgetting something.
I think it's correct.
So, is my defense wrong now?
No. You have a +1 from your armor, +3 from your size, so +4.
-1 for
minus
human.
1 from human.
But +1 from eradication of flaws.
Right. Okay.
Ah, I forgot the eradication of flaws.
Apparently we all did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
-1 melee, +1 ranged, +4 defense.
All right. I'm just gonna get up on this guy, and I'm going to draw my shock batons.
You currently have a 1 written in attack bonus.
A 1 written attack bonus on my sheet,
Yep.
or my
Roll 20 sheet.
You mean on my
Roll 20 sheet.
Yes, that is because I'm about to use a weapon,
Ah, very good. That is correct then.
and I don't have anything extraneous to specify when I'm using a weapon. I get a +1 bonus, so I'm just meddling with that.
Yeah, reduce the energy multiplier then.
Yeah, my energy multiplier also has to go down. It's just 10%. Does that translate to 75 or?
From 1 to
What?
0.9.
Oh, right. I don't have.
Oh wait,
anything
energy
there.
multiply. I was... What? Shisker Combat Form
I don't
says
think I
energy
actually had any multipliers, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good then. Gank him.
Shit.
If you say
I'm
so.
reminded how some of this stuff works. Let's see what the action is for attack and defense.
I think that's a state. Or a stance. On the other hand, I'm notoriously bad at remembering my own fucking shit, so...
Attack and defense is a small action stance.
Yeah.
And double smack. And okay. Thanks, search engine. Complete action. Got it. Shut up. Okay. Small action to attack and defense.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make that a +3. And then I'm going to double smack.
Very good.
The extra energy do anything here. Adds damage. I'm not worried about the damage. That is a 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Should I do my follow-up first?
Yeah.
17 to hit.
What about the affliction?
That's the fun part. If I hit both, he's stunned.
Is he skilled, Dart?
Do you remember how this works, Dart?
For the stun baton or for double smack?
The stun baton.
Yes, I do.
Specifically. How the stun works. Like, is there even a
You haven't written it
discard
up.
this roll entirely.
Wait, what? That. Repeat. This roll entirely is not for stun baton. That's for double smack.
Oh, right. Okay, so how does the stun baton work?
If you roll doubles, you stun him, but you didn't roll 2 dice the same.
Oh, okay. Then... But I hit him twice, so does that mean he is dazed or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you have 2 chances to daze him. Can you just check our Discord and see if I wrote to you about your mechanical electric stun batons? And then write it up and put it in your spreadsheet, character sheet. Meanwhile, I'm going to check his skill DB.
It is... Yeah,
Oh.
Found it. And let me just go into my sheet real quick.
He is stunned.
If you roll a double in your attack roll. Oh yeah, I did. Did I?
No, you didn't, but you dazed him twice.
I did. Yeah, that's the part that confused me.
Now, if you daze someone who's dazed, they become stunned. Or paralyzed. I forget which.
Good to know.
If your electro smackers do a thing, they do another thing. Anyway, also roll damage.
Anyway. Yep, it's time for damage. 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 Boy.
It's damage.
It is the most wonderful damage I've ever seen.
And that's my turn.
I'm just checking what happens to him when he's stunned.
Everything.
You forgot
some
some. You forgot to add energy cost. You added the damage for the dual batons, but you didn't add the energy for the dual batons. Would you mind?
What do you mean?
They cost 140 extra energy to use.
They do?
Yeah,
That's fine.
since always. Every weapon has attack bonus, damage bonus, and energy bonus. Which I know you know about because you added the 200.
That I did not add the 200. That is a button that you made.
Oh, that's the 200 from the normal attack itself. Alright, so you should redo this. In damage bonus, write 200. In energy modifier, not multiplier, write 140. Actually, I can
Okay,
use...
in that case, should I redo these rolls or something?
Yeah, yes, but only for the energy cost. I can just add 200 flat to... No, I can't because... Yeah, redo it.
Okay. Sorry about this,
But
guys.
the attacks are gonna hit, regardless of what the fuck you roll.
And they're not gonna crit. Alright. So I'm just gonna roll the first one twice to save us time.
Ew, that's better damage.
And okay, so I took away 360. I had to take away
And that's for
another
energy.
136. There we go.
Oh yeah, this fucker is stunned for a full round.
Yeah.
Oh, does the follow-up take energy too?
Yeah. It only costs the weapon energy. It would. I'm gonna have to consider that for later because I realized that would be a bitch when you're doing a barrage. Oh well.
Yes. Yes.
I'll consider that later, but for now. You dealt him some hefty damage and stunned him.
Anyway, that's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Will you fucker stop? Actually, he rolled an NA last time, so I'm gonna roll another injury. That's also an NA, I
I
think.
think that's at either that or a beneficial. NA again! What the fuck?
Beg pardon. Why are there NAs below 50?
He's doing damage state 1. That's why.
Calic, he's stunned. Icon.
Hey, Doc.
I'm gonna reach down and. Well,
Grab
actually,
his penis. What?
the Dragon Ball might shock me again. Or is that
Dragon
the
Ball
default
is
way?
thrown off of the cliff.
We need that. We also need to get in the ship and leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly off after the Dragon Ball.
We can find it later. They can't. That's the big benefit here.
If you're flying off after the Dragon Ball, roll and doing a burter, basically, roll me mobility speed.
I already know how this is going to go. How far did he throw the Dragon Ball? Like, is it Vegeta levels of Namek, or is it just like at the bottom of the mountain?
Dylan is going to
If I say it like this, he threw it 60 meters, then he had enough time to lay a smack down.
Dylan is gonna call out. Just get to the plane. I'll be able to get the ball quickly.
Yes, the fastest guy
You know,
around.
with the Dragon
It's
Raider
true.
that I have on my waist. Uh-oh. Sorry. Anyway,
That's fair.
What's
Calic
Icon
is
gonna
stunned. I have enough movement to smack him and get in the plane.
Literally
because
just
some
punched him
action
out of
to get
spite.
because some action to get into the plane.
Damn.
Damn
I'm
it.
gonna move into the plane then.
Okay.
Wait, the
Chillin'.
door is open, right?
I am gonna
It better
go
be open,
look for
otherwise
the
I'm opening
Dragon
it.
Ball to get it.
Alright, once again.
I'm going to go try and get the Dragon Ball.
You're gonna try to go get the Dragon Ball?
Yes.
Roll mobility, please. Wait, before you roll mobility, answer me this. You saw approximately where he threw it, but it was a couple of seconds ago. It left your line of sight. Are you gonna fly there, and try to locate it with your eyes before it hit the ground, or are you gonna look at your Dragon Raider, in which case it's gonna make it much easier?
I'm gonna look for it with my eyes.
Very good. Mobility, please.
And
Come
before I
on.
go, I'm gonna be tossing the radar into the plane.
Yes, Icon has opened the door, so, you know, that should be open.
Give me perception sight. And one move option. If you just want the fastest thing, it would be run, or flying run.
Man, you are the fastest in the universe.
Yep.
Or well, fastest of us.
Yeah. Let's see. Would 15 be enough? Yes. You're gonna fly over here and basically catch it just before it reaches the treetops down below. So you're quite a fair bit away at this point. Sato.
The door is open, right? So I don't need to spend an action to get into the ship.
You're gonna spend an action to get into the ship. I said the same thing for Icon. I mean, if you just wanna latch onto the ship, I guess maybe less, but getting into the ship properly.
Well, Chisker still needs a turn before and yeah, both Chillin and Chisker needs another turn before they can. But then again, the enemy's moving on the next turn.
I have a means of getting out of here, so get into the plane and go.
Fair enough. I really wanted to give him a punch before leaving, but okay. I really want to just get a bit of a get back for fucking
You're
taking
lucky
half my health.
I just ended with that, punk!
Grimmy, start taking off. Chisker can fly.
Soldiers. Now the question is, are they gonna shoot at the plane? What would these soldiers do? I think they might.
Hopefully something they don't regret.
Yeah.
Can any of them even damage the plane?
I
Considering
don't
what I
know
remember
yet.
of
I'm
damage
not even gonna
threshold.
check that before I roll damage.
If I remember correctly, they needed a pretty high DV in order to damage a plane.
Oh, I mistook what kind of soldiers these were. Oh well, it's fine by me. Oh, okay, I have a better idea. So, they start charging up key blasts, but one of them calls out, "No, you idiots! That's the Dragonball locator!" Upon which they instead decides to board the plane.
Yeah, I'm not letting them through the door. I will block the door with my impressive bulk if I have to.
Well, Sato did go in last.
We're both in the
inside
opening.
So the fight inside the plane is basically gonna be a different scene, meaning they no longer have any outnumbering on you. It's 3 versus 2 currently.
They're also on the
No.
outside of the plane.
What?
Because me and Sato are in the doorway. They can't get through us.
Yeah, but thing is, here's the thing. You just decided that out of nowhere. That here now, and you
Maybe
let
just
Sato
entered
in.
the plane. Yeah.
They're just fuck it.
Okay, there. For now, we can easily dispose of the goons.
Easily, yeah, even if it doesn't make sense they're in.
It makes sense they're in.
It doesn't, but I won't argue it.
I want them to be. Oh, fine.
I want them, and you need them.
What is
If
this
we need to
for?
take an action to get into a ship, they need to take an action to get into the ship.
Am I?
That is true.
Dart.
Yeah. So
You don't
I
want
just
to fix the
gonna...
macro?
Yeah.
Bear bar.
Okay. Okay. With this, I think it should work. Okay, now the macro works anyway. So yeah, they're inside the ship, and you're right. They need to spend an action to get in there.
Equality.
We get the plane up to speed, then me and Sato just start throwing them out the plane.
But I will decide one thing one of them is gonna do. Close the door after them. Why? I don't know, but it is Shisker's turn.
I mean, I could take
Thanks.
food on the road, yeah.
Dart, am I able to delay my turn? Or delay an action?
Yep.
Ready an action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Until when?
So I wanted to move and then wait to use my action until wait, I don't even need to do that. The conditions for me using my action are the same as just me waiting for me to take my turn. Never mind. Do I know how long it takes for the ship to boot up?
Good question. I wanna say...
I did help fly it.
Not long at all.
Not long at all. In a quantity of seconds.
On a turn.
So this ship's not going to get airborne before...
If you
Dr.
go in
Doom
and
gets out of
start
his
flying
plane.
it, it's gonna move. On your turn, when you're doing it.
Okay. Gotcha.
You're gonna
In
force
that
the ship
case-
to make a move action.
Alright, so Chisker's going to try and hop in the ship. You said they shut the door.
Mm-hmm.
Are they blocking the door?
I'm gonna have to assume that, like most every door in the world, it's locked from inside rather than outside. They don't need to
So
block
they
it.
locked the door.
They closed it, yeah.
That wouldn't lock it. And
It locked
some
the
things
door.
have.
You know what? Fair enough. This works for what I want to do. I'm
Very
going
good.
to try and grapple the ship. I'm riding this thing like a surfboard.
You're gonna basically auto-succeed, but you're gonna do some rolls when it starts taking off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Calcustan.
That'll be me.
Fuck! Icon, you have visitors on board. Before you do any rolls, declare what you're gonna do.
Icons BRB.
Fuck. We're gonna wait from a bit. Chillin'.
How high is he off the ground?
Chillin'.
Hello?
Hello. Are you talking about how high Chillin' is off the ground?
This is not chilling.
Oh, I didn't even see that. He is off the ground. He's a few hundred meters away. Up.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Like a kilometer.
Mm. Chillin is gonna, he's gonna go ahead and call Nimbus.
Okay. And Nimbus arrives.
And I'm going to hop onto it, but not leave just yet, as a just in case.
Okay. Sato. Let's icon us back. No, okay.
So, they're trying to take over the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do I know how to unlock the door, or?
Yes. Step 1, get rid of the guy that's standing in front of that door right now. Step 2, turn a handle.
Okay.
Declare what you're doing before you're doing it.
I would try to life force drain the guy, as that wouldn't have a chance of harming the ship if something goes wrong.
Go ahead.
DV11.
You have 2 rerolls.
Okay, re-rolling that one. Would I re-roll that 3? I will gamble. Yeah, that's much better.
You hit.
Nice.
Welcome back. We skipped Icon. He's just standing there crying and looking sad. I won't anyone's skull fracture me from my fracturedness. Okay.
So, how much do I heal?
Give me a moment. They do have some armor.
Oh yeah, and I would jab plus on the side, since you know.
Go for it.
I'm guessing 19 hits, so... Get some healing, and then, you know, just a gentle tap to his midsection.
You heal 399.
Ooh, lovely. How is he feeling?
Very bad. He's not a minion though. Well, would this be a minion? Nah. But he
Okay,
he did let go of the door handle. Icon.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna
Declare what you're doing before you're rolling anything. Yep, what's he gonna do?
I'm gonna punch. Well, where's Chisker in this? He delay his turn. That was the last thing I heard. He's outside.
He's hanging onto the plane because they closed and locked the door.
Closed and locked. Glad they know how our plane works.
You're locked in here with me.
I see Sato is bullying one of them who does not look good, so I'm going to bully the another one of them.
Okay. How and with
I'm going to just approach the 2 that Saito is not doing anything to, and I'm just going to smile and say, you know, probably the worst decision you could have made, honestly. And then I'm just going to rock both of them with a split action haymaker each, I suppose.
Are you taking specific care not to hurt the plane?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna impose negative rerolls if I feel like it.
Negative rerolls.
What's your PLDV, by the way?
13.
Oof. Fat oof. You have +5, so...
Oh. So I get 3 rerolls. Oh no. And plus one
and
dice pool. Oh, you're fucked.
So you don't need to reduce your dice pool by splitting it.
At all, yeah. Yeah, I'm giving them both 1 then. Yeah, let's do it.
Share the love.
Hiya.
The first one. On the first one, I'm going to want you to reroll that 5. Negative reroll. You can spend one of your 3 rerolls to negate this negative.
I will.
Okay. You have 2 rerolls left if you want to use it or take the 13.
I feel like a 13 is pretty good, so I'm gonna keep the 13.
Do your other haymaker. I'm gonna spend a negative reroll to force you to reroll that 8. You have 2 rerolls.
I'm gonna negate it again and then reroll that 1.
Okay, your last reroll, and this is, of course, functional.
Okay, so that's a crit.
So that's a 26. Yep, 1 hit and 1 crit.
Okay. I'm sorry for whoever got crit. You're probably dying.
Fuck you!
That's the first one. That's the normal hit.
What the hell is going
Almost
on?
max damage.
What's happening?
But then here's the crit.
Yeah. By the way, I was also throwing in some damage penalties here, but they're still both out. As I so often ask sometimes, are you killing them or knocking them unconscious?
I am going to knock them unconscious solely because killing them may damage the plane.
I already gave you penalties for not damaging the plane doing this.
Honestly,
They're in
prisoners are
passenger
always
seat.
nice.
They are in passenger seats now. This one guy is left. Haha, I'm gonna. What the hell?
I just slow turned to him.
Get away from me! And he's opening the door and getting the fuck out of here.
Ah, but he locked the door. Get wrecked, loser. You can't escape.
He was the one in front of the door. He's the one that was keeping it locked.
Hey, Chesker, do you want to get
Did you
inside
learn
again?
your lesson? I actually, hold the fuck up. Can I check to see if he grabbed anything?
Perception sight with like 2 negative rerolls.
Yeah, I'm not doing this on my turn. I accept those negative rerolls despite the fact that this is gonna suck.
I mean, he entered the plane, got punched, and then immediately left without taking any action, so...
Yeah, but this is an anime game. A lot can happen in
That is
5
true.
seconds. And I remember something Chillin did. Okay, so this is not my specialization, but it is advanced, so 4d10. I'm assuming I'm re-rolling those 9s.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, so that is 14,
21.
21.
No. He did not grab anything, and you're very sure of this.
Gotcha. Alright. I guess now I'm in front of the door. Or, I grabbed the ship. I'm near the door.
So, the minions, seeing the fact that 3 of their strong soldiers walked in, and only 1 left screaming.
Immediately after it walked in.
Yeah. But these are the tough soldiers, you know? These are the beefy boys.
I mean,
Then
the
again-
dumb and ignorant ones, then.
They're the ones that are quite literally like, nah, I'm built different, I'd win.
Come on, man.
I have no sense of self-preservation, basically.
Shisker,
Hello.
hello. Roll me diplomacy assertiveness with a free reroll. Just to see if these guys do not want to
Well,
deal
I'm rolling
with this
that
shit.
4d10 again. Well, I'm re-rolling that 1. How does a 19 sound?
Like they want all the pieces of you.
Interesting.
Holy fuck.
We're having
Curious the
soft
tiny
contact
little
here.
rat.
33?
And I'm keeping that for both their attack rolls.
No.
I don't care if it's against the
No.
rules. I rolled
26.
33 and I want to keep it.
No.
I'll
No.
remember that when I have to roll. When I roll.
No. I make the rules here. You don't. It only works if I say
I'll
so.
remember that when you're my Pathfinder player.
Would you like a cookie, sir? How about turning point?
Is it cream cheese covered?
Obviously, it's cream cheese. I can't go to the store and get my cream cheese now.
I want Shimos to deliver it to me.
Yes, sir. Will that be with or without the accompanying ball gag, sir?
Too far.
Hey, pussy. Would you like this spank paddle?
Let's move on.
Yeah, fine.
Ball gag, maid outfit, and everything in between.
By the way, remember, you record this shit.
So I don't have viewers.
Ooh, the self-roast.
Yeah, that's the best kind of roast, except the rump steak. But
Anyways.
they don't have ton of things to do. But they're gonna gang up on you with furious bravado. Oh, I did get to keep that exact roll.
Interesting.
I'm
Interesting.
the fucking
if
best.
the game says so, there's nothing I can do about that. The game
Yeah.
regularly screws me over
And
and supersedes me.
I immediately slap your snacks out of your hand and spit on your face again. I don't need to fear you anymore. I don't need to fear your retribution. Where the fuck was I? And the other one is gonna do the exact same thing. How about shit?
And-
I'm gonna shit myself. Well, that guy, since you're basically alone out here, he's gonna have some massive outnumbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's
Can a
one. I'm
stunned
not
guy
counting the one
count
who's
as on
fleeing.
outnumbering?
What?
Isn't one guy stunned?
He's stunned, but he's still in the fight, and I'm assuming Shisker takes notice of where he is and what he's doing. When you're stunned, you still count for outnumbering. When you're unconscious or fleeing, or just not in the scene, you don't.
Okay.
Like if
sure
you're
you
still
wanna
a
do
part of
this,
battle,
Dart?
like, sorry?
Are you sure you want to do this, Dart? Hold the
Yes.
outnumbering rule like this?
What?
When it didn't really make any sense at any other point in this fight?
When was that? What's your PLDV?
13.
Fuck my... So yeah, overpowering by 4. So you have 2 rerolls. Yes, 3 rerolls and 1 dice pool. So first I'm gonna add that extra dice pool. And then I'm gonna use my free reroll on that one. Okay. So I roll a 20. 1 crit, 1 hit. And here comes the lovely damage. The crit.
Yeah, he rolled horrifically bad.
The normal hit.
Damn, the normal hit almost did as much as the crit will do.
Wow. Do you have any damage reduction? Or do you just want to laugh this off?
I don't have damage reduction, Dart. I'm
Go ahead and
not
laugh it off then. Unless you want to take an in-ear or something.
No.
Okay. 510. Well, I'm gonna say I rolled a 34 for their morale. They are basically super soldiers for this glorious moment in time. Anyway, new round begins. Oh, look who goes first. Wow. That initiative, though. I'm pretty sure I gave him... Oh my god, did I not give him... Yeah, I improved initiative. There we go. There we go.
Why the fuck?
Because I'm not nice to you.
He is above Vegeta. The fuck?
He may or may not be above Vegeta. He may or may not be a speed build. He may or may not know where you live.
Yeah, we need to hope the plane's faster than him.
Wait, he knows about the Kai world?
He may or may not be your paternal grandfather. Don't ask too many questions if you're not sure you want to know the answer.
And be that? His paternal grandfather was blue.
His paternal grandfather sounds like a bitch. But a very colorful one.
I do love the fact of just my character going over the fact of, yeah, my family has been multiple fucking different colors.
We don't like your red can around here, boy. So, for the first turn, he's just going to arrive. That's how fast he is. Then, goes up into the sky, assessing the situation a little bit. Looks off towards one side where there's a Schiller, and the other side where there's a plane and some bullshit. And he's going to go towards Shillen. And you were pretty much exactly that distance away as he just appears in front of you. And he sees you holding the Dragon Ball. Give it. Shillen, your turn.
Yeah, I am assuming the Nimbus is faster than him because it's faster than me, so we're just gonna scram.
Why, get back here, you! Me. I would like you to roll mobility. And I'm going to determine the speed between this Nimbus and him.
Oh, that's a good mobility.
You have 4 rerolls if you want to use it.
Let's try with the 3. We'll stay there.
Okay.
So 30.
30.
30, very good. Yeah, you're not using the other 2? Let's see. Lord Shimos. No rerolls, no negative rerolls. I'm just trying to determine if this guy would be advanced.
I don't know. Is he the lazy guy? I feel like he would be the guy to let other people do stuff for him, so he doesn't really, run around much.
Look at it this way: he's a speed build. Would his mobility be advanced? You know I have a good point here.
Maybe he skips leg day.
He's flying son of a... Yeah, good point. Maybe he skips leg day. Oh my god, I can't fucking kill this guy. Wait, I'm not muted? Damn it. I'm gonna...
Still less than,
Yeah, I didn't give him advanced, and I'm thinking about it. Maybe he... So you're gonna start taking off, and he's gonna follow you. Realizing that you're being a total bitch, he's going to go harder next time. But for now, you guys are in a mad dash out of there. Shisker!
You get into the ship, you're the best pilot here.
Alright, fine, yeah. I use my action to enter the ship and lock the door.
Do you want a DM hint?
Sure.
Leave the door locking to someone else and use your action to fly instead.
Yeah, Icon's kind of the bouncer.
I am the
I'm
bouncer at the door.
I'm gonna
Fuck
enter
even
the
closing
ship.
the door, it's just more fun for him that
I'm gonna
way.
unequip and put away my techno sticks because this shit's kind of
Sure.
weighty for me. And I'm gonna hop in the pilot's seat, and assuming Grimmy hasn't started the ship yet, I'm
No,
starting
she's
the ship.
currently shivering underneath the pilot's seat. She's
All right.
literally making, and I'm not making the sounds with my mouth, these sounds. No, fuck. When she's shivering in fear.
Yeah.
She's a cat! He's a little mouse boy, she's a little cat girl, okay? You
Can
have
it be
seen
any
her
more
cat
obvious?
ears, right?
Anyway, heads morale, tails take charge. Heads morale. All right, so I'm gonna start working on the. I'm gonna start the ship, and then I'm just gonna look down and say, "Grubby, I need my co-pilot. Get up here."
She's making the... Then give me the sound. You fade me again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sound.
I had
As
to think of what you wanted.
as she jumps up, and instead of being a efficient co-pilot, she's freaking out because there's danger around and glumps you. You now have a negative reroll with a piloting roll.
Outstanding. This is what I get for trying to be.
It's like DC 10 to just
This
move
is what I
and
get for
move
trying to be
fast.
supportive.
Oh, you're actually being supportive. She's just in this particular moment in time not being super helpful to you.
I know. I said this is what I get for being supportive. Anyway, piloting,
48.
mechanical vehicle, advanced, specialty. However, I have a negative reroll on my hands.
It's still 48 for you.
I know,
Very good.
and I'm rerolling that 8.
You're damn correct.
Feel
27.
27. Yeah, you're very good. Describe to me exactly what you're doing and how you're taking off and all that shiz and yes and bisnatch.
I saw Chillin. Well, I'm. Do I see Chillin off of the distance that way?
Yeah. No,
We're
you don't
going-
see him now because he's like 500 meters down, very close to the treetops. Actually, he flew off in the flying Nimbus, so I don't know if you can see him anymore. Depends on direction and whatnot. If it's high, you can.
Is the Nimbus
No, you
faster than
can't.
the
He's
ship?
going like a bit towards the left in this instance, which is there's a mountain in the way.
All
I'm
right.
guessing the Nimbus is faster than the ship.
Most likely. Yes, it is.
Probably most
All right.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So, Chisker has to basically rotate the ship through Grimmy's arm, blocking his sight. But he's gonna rotate it north, and he's going to fly north.
Whee! So,
And I play a cross button.
now we're gonna have a chase on our hands. These guys are gonna suck. Calic has a
Dark, can I
very
play a
small
cross
chance.
button?
What are you saying?
Can I play a cross button?
Go ahead.
It involves the N word.
No, no.
Who gives a fucking fuck about fucks?
Okay, cool.
Sayonara, nigga!
Okay.
Out of here.
I
Leave it.
can't believe you play that button. It's so offensive to me and my appropriated culture.
Appropriated culture.
Appropriated culture. I mean, he is Swedish.
I mean,
You're
based
going
off
to
of
have-
what I've
Mhm.
based off of what I've seen in the development and software engineering studios up there, I would agree most of them deserve to get a baseball bat taken to their knees.
So I'm gonna say this. You're going to have... That's what I'm gonna say.
I second this motion.
That. So we're gonna have two separate chase scenes going on now. Chillin, would you start?
Sure. I re-roll the 2 and 4.
Yep. Two more rerolls.
Re-roll the 3.
Okay. 12, 10, 9, and that 6 is up to a 12. That's a bit. 43. Oof.
41. Get wrecked.
Neck and neck. You're not out yet, but you're... What's the opposite of gaining on him? Like, you're creating a little bit of distance and he's pushing himself. Shisker.
Hello.
Piloting.
Doink. Re-rolling the 2. Re-rolling the 4. Keeping.
7, 7,
Alright.
7, 8. So 14, 21, 28, 36,
That's a 40. Yeah, I'm gonna need a fucking miracle on my tits. All 6.
No!
You beat him once, beat him again, and you're just gone. Shisker, you're gonna... Shillin, you're gonna need to do a little bit better. Give me another GTFO roll.
I re-roll the 5.
Mm-hmm.
And again. And again.
You have one more, or
I'll take it.
35?
35.
Okay. He's gaining on
Right.
you, he hasn't got you. Sorry?
Go on.
Okay. And Shisker. See if you can just absolutely leave a calc in the dust.
I'm going to re-roll a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll a 3. Oops, I rolled a d6. That's what I get.
Okay, so 20.
Yeah.
No! I'm having diarrhea flying over the South Pacific.
Well, that's what happens when you get...
I have to stop and take a shit. Okay, you succeed.
Fucking out
Hey,
of
no.
here.
He realized, that stun baton gave me nerve damage. I'll have it
Oh no, my bowels, why? This is such an inopportune time for my IBS to flare up. So, where are you flying and where are you going?
ULR HQ.
Very good. Shisker, Shillin, fucking Shillin. Shut up. I don't have problems. You have problems. Oof.
Dang.
4 rerolls. What?
Staying.
Okay.
Yeah, bear. 44.
Yeah, you're gaining on him. He might be getting tired. Give me one more.
Reroll the 2 and 6.
This is like in racing movies and shows and stuff when someone's losing, so they decide to be faster.
Rerolling the 4.
Okay. 7, 7, 7, 8. 29.
Triple sevens, boys.
Oh, this is 29. The difference is he's losing energy, but you're not.
And you are still ahead of him by a good bit.
Yep. Alright. Keep the chase.
Reroll the 2.
2 more, 1 more. Ah, here we go.
7,
That's a
9, 10, 11.
37.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 37.
Okay. One more good roll and you have left him behind in the dust. Oh my.
Rolling the 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh,
Staying.
yeah.
12, 11, 5, and 9. 10. and
42.
9. Yep, 42. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. As your GTFO, you can hear him call out to you, "Come back here, damn you!" But I'm assuming you're not gonna be doing that.
No.
My man
Dang
is
it!
slower than a cloud.
You're all slower than clouds.
We're all slower than clouds, but for him it must be especially insulting.
It is especially insulting. Anyway. Just because previously I did decide that you were gonna go west, so you're gonna go west for a bit. But where would Shillin move afterwards? What would you guys do, seeing as you're getting clear of your respective pursuers? Let's start with Shillin, yeah.
I think that the further distance away I get, the more broad his search area will become, so I'm going to start making my way back to where Bulma is.
Okie dokes. You're heading to Bulma, the rest of the party is heading to East City.
Yes.
I'm gonna just check the timetable. Or timeline rather. So, Shilin, you're gonna arrive after a couple of hours. As for the rest of y'all's, it's gonna be a couple of days to fly there.
Well, if it's gonna take a few days, I will continue on my fucking research of the bracelets. The fusion bracelets.
Sure. Gonna split the scene up a little bit. Starting with the Shisker. Shilin! Fuck! That's... At some point, you guys are just gonna go down to the river and be baptized and get a new name. I'm done with this shit.
So Chillin is heading to Bulma, but we are heading to the ULR?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
'Cause I thought we were heading to Bulma, I was
at-
about to be like, how
at
did it
some
take us hours
point,
to get here?
Like, even if you talk to, she's gonna say, hey, let's go to Bulma instead, and be like, hey, you're still traveling slower than the Nimbus, so I'm gonna start with the Shisker Shilin, regardless. I hate everything. Fuck y'all.
Dart, you gave me this name.
Yeah, because I decided what your character's name was gonna be.
You gave me the suggestion.
I don't recall that.
Yes, you did. God.
Sounds silly and made up.
Well, Dart, maybe
You
you should
believe that,
accept
buddy?
that the consequences. You need to accept the consequences of your own actions.
No. Have you considered that?
Remember, the dildo of consequences rarely arrives lube.
I hate that, but also it makes sense.
Shilin, you arrive at Capsule Corporation midday. It's a nice day. No murderers chasing you. Possibly. And everything is hunky-dory. God, my storytelling capabilities are just going down the drain the more waking hours I spend with you guys, I can tell.
Chillin is going to go deliver the Dragon Ball to Bulma and tell her to immediately hide it.
Oh? Sure.
I have to head to East City now.
Okay.
And Chillin just leaves.
Bye!
Unless she stops him.
No, she's just a little bit perplexed, but you did a good job.
Bye. Have a great time.
Meanwhile, back on the other ship, what are you guys gonna do? Grimmy is finally going to unglomp Shisker and sit down in the co-pilot seat.
Wait, how far have we gotten?
I don't know, a few minutes.
Icon
After
is
this chase
slob
ended.
squatting over our prisoners.
Wait, we brought people with us?
The two I
knocked a
knocked out
couple
in
of
the
guys
planes.
out. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you actually knocked them out.
I didn't kill them, I knocked them out because Icon is aware of prisoners and getting information from them.
We call that character growth.
Yeah.
Baby. We'll see how much
So he's
torture
just-
is gonna be involved.
He's just slob squatting over them to make sure they can't do anything when they wake up.
Sure.
And I will be
Uh,
continuing the research of the fusion bracelets.
Gonna have a
Just
set
going
of
to ask Icon if he could check their scouters, remove them, and turn them off if they are still on or reporting anything.
I will do so.
They don't have scouters.
Wonderful.
They don't
I
have.
rip out their eyeballs to
isn't-
make sure they're not hidden.
Very good. This isn't the Frieza Force. They don't have a scouter for every foot soldier. Only some of the better ones gets scouters.
You know who does have a scouter though? Icon.
I
You
used
rip
to
it
have a
out and
scouter.
crush it.
I have your old scouter.
They really just came
It isn't
here-
my old scouter.
They really just came here on orders alone.
But considering we were told Calic went rogue,
We were told that. This
I-
means that either he fed us wrong information and Calic is still working for ULR and we're the ones getting betrayed, or Shimos is up to something. And I'm banking on the former because I still don't have any reason to believe that Ramos is conniving something.
Yeah, he most likely has betrayed ULR, not Shimos. He's most likely still working for Shimos.
well, it seems like if he's working for Chimos, then Chimos is the one betraying Dramos, and we should inform him of this.
Please don't confuse me right now. I'm still coming up with a plan.
Narcs!
Anyway, that's why I grabbed these two. They can give us some information.
We're going to need it. Listen, I've already expected that Shimos would pull something like this. I have something that Dramos is not going to be able to ignore, but we need to be able to accuse him of something.
Well, we would need evidence for that, and slowly looks down towards the two people that are now evidence.
Do what you've got to do.
Icon just grins.
Good lord. Anyway,
Are we interrogation station?
First
We
off,
don't have
I
to
want to say
RP.
this. Are all of you agreeing to go to the ULR? Because you can tell that you're not going back to Bulma's place.
I can't trust Chisker, and Chisker's the one flying, so
Okay, dokes.
he doesn't care where we're heading at the moment.
Same with Sato. To be fair, he was only... Remember, he originally only came here to help with rescuing Bulma. At this point, he's kind of just here for the ride.
Yeah.
Yep. I have to consider what's going to happen next, based on a couple of things.
Do you want to take that 10-minute break then?
No, my bowels aren't hurting enough yet.
Or are you saying that we should hold off until next week?
No.
Okay.
Actually,
We don't have to RP the interrogation, by the way. We can
it's
just
fine, we
fast
can do
forward that if
I'm
you
just...
want.
There's one thing I'm considering that you may or may not be aware of. So things are gonna happen back in the plot here.
Well, if we're not aware
Okay,
of it,
actually,
then
That's
I don't know.
gonna happen.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Also, if I have to do any sort of work to interrogate these two people, that's gonna slightly miff Icon, considering he just one-shot both of them, literally.
Yeah, and since you're squatting over them, they're gonna wake up to a face full of Saiyan balls, so you're very early on establishing your dominance here.
And then one of the first things he's going to say is,
Good morning.
is talk or I eat you. 'Cause Icon is
You're
definitely not
bluffing!
against...
You can't eat all of us! Meanwhile, the other one is gonna whisper into his ear. Saiyan, munch, munch, Cinna buffet ones, whole mammoth.
Icon's response to that would literally be to rip off one of their limbs and eat it.
Anyway, so yeah, on your way over there, you're gonna start interrogating them. I'm like, what do you want to know?
What were your orders exactly?
They're looking
Now,
at each other.
Do
looking
tell
at
the
you.
truth, or every lie will cost you a limb.
if we tell you the truth, are you gonna let us go?
Possibly.
Come on, man, our boss would kill us. Just let us go and we'll tell you what
Your
we
boss
know, please.
might kill you. I will if you don't say anything.
Oh.
That is the difference here. Your boss is not here. He is here. So.
And I am getting hungry.
What is Shisker and Sato feeling hearing this?
Remember,
Shisker is currently flying the plane.
Yeah, but you can hear this.
Jisker did also say, do what you have to.
Sato is
And-
only nice for this very reason that he has really little empathy for people that do evil or side with evil. So
come on,
to
it's
him, it
just
doesn't
a
matter.
gig.
They're evil.
Besides, Jisker knows what Icon's about.
Shisker does know what Icon is about. He doesn't expect Icon to actually follow through with that, and he also expects the soldiers to realize that Icon's a big enough man to back up his word. So
They are. They're going to
basically, Chisker is banking on the fact that they're actually going to comply with him.
If they know anything about Icon, almost every fight he's gotten into, no matter the situation on this planet, he's killed his opponents.
They say they just had a simple job, and that was to lay in wait and lure you guys there with the Dragon Ball.
And who gave those orders? Kalik?
Well, yes.
Did he say who gave him those orders?
They just look at you. You know they don't question their orders.
I know, but I also know they can overhear things.
Fair.
Did say Chimos. Icon very specifically not saying Lord. Did Chimos give him that order?
No. Calic isn't working for Lord Shimas, is he? I don't know. I don't think he is anymore.
Chimos showed up there at the end. Because I feel like I would recognize.
To be
that
fair,
color.
we don't know anything about that. We were knocked the fuck out.
That's fair. You are rather weak.
Oh, come on, man. What the fuck?
Well, I'm sure there's something you're not telling me. I'm gonna just put a hand on each of their arms.
Wah.
So what is it?
One of them says, I don't know, we were just told not to kill the little mouse boy. And the other one says, if you let us go, I'll give you this. And it hands you a coupon for 1 free Bronto burger.
Icon's eyes snap to it.
When in doubt,
The gears are
bribe us
turning.
in with food.
The gears are turning in his head. That is visible.
Icon, what do you... Wait, can I hear creaking?
I
Is he
hear some
salivating?
real. He'll hear some really.
Yeah, neural activation.
It's a monkey too.
Oh. Damn, comment freeze.
Anyway.
Give me that, and it will help your chances of me releasing you. Yes.
Here we go.
I snatch it like desperate.
They have gone to how to argue to us. They have gone to how to argue with Saiyan school.
How to walk away alive from a Saiyan. From a hungry Saiyan. Which is technically more dangerous.
100 times more dangerous.
Tell you what.
Yes.
Is there absolutely anything else you overheard, no matter how small?
They do not seem to have any other information for you. unfortunately.
Okay. I believe you. I'm going to keep my word and release you into the custody of Lord Dramos. Let him get information out of you as well.
Oh,
Good
come
night.
on,
Then I just popped him on the head.
please. They're gonna do this before you bop them on their head. They're
Yeah.
gonna.
My hands are raised above them.
What's the word?
Beg for their lives.
No. Plead to your Saiyan pride. Not plead. They're gonna to your Saiyan pride.
Play to my Saiyan pride?
Yeah, sort of play, but it's not disingenuous. Come on,
They're
man.
gonna be bootlicking.
They're not. No.
Take advantage of?
Icon used to be where they are. They were just grunts following orders, and they're warriors. They gave what you wanted. Can you do them a solid and let them go? It's not. They don't choose
Appeal
where
to-
to be. Appeal. Thank you. Appeal to your same pride.
I guess technically if they didn't know Calic went rogue, then they wouldn't have any reason not to follow his orders.
You're a swell dude and a good commander.
Alex kind of looked like a dumbass, though.
Okay.
I'm wondering, because did this argument did not work at Nuremberg. Should it work here? Tell you what. I'll let you go
Dance.
if you go tell... How did Calic recruit you?
Well, we
You
were
just come
part
up
of
and
the force back when he was under Lord Shimos, and then he defected.
And you just went with him?
I mean, it was either that or have our neck snapped. You know how it is.
That's fair.
Hang on, I have a quick question. He's just going to say from the cockpit.
Sure.
Yes, Pilot Rat.
Why is it that he
The-
wants specifically me not to die? Wasn't I the one who fucked up his eyesight?
Oh, because you have a valuable alive. You have a value being kept alive. That's what he said. We don't know.
Do you know where Calic is, I don't know, based
Oh,
at the
yes.
moment?
That we know.
Oh.
Out of character, I forgot that, but yeah, that's something they would know.
We can just say they tell me.
But yeah,
Tell me as much as you can about this base and where it's located, and then you can go after that.
here.
Tiny little island.
Ah, I see. Tiny little island over here. Let me get my drawing tool with text.
So southwest of Kami House.
They will say, however, it's
There you go.
possible he might not be there anymore. It's not a permanent base. It's like a, what's it called? Burner plate? No, that's a burner phone.
Like a hideout?
Yeah. If he needs to, he can GTFO out of there. Feasibly, though, he might need some things from there, so if you go there quickly, first stop, you might be there when he gets there. Just get his stuff and leave.
Interesting.
And to be fair, it could have the impression that we have no information by the fact, like you said, Icon, you have a rumor of basically killing all your enemies. So, by all accounts, he might expect them to be dead instead of captured.
That is true. Does Chillin have any way for us to communicate with him? I have his scouter, don't I?
I have a communicator.
You have. Oh, right. You are a communicator,
I have a phone.
right? You also have a phone.
I will presume that you have taken each other's numbers. Sometimes when you're
I've called
attacked in
Chillen
battle,
multiple times.
I will say that your shit gear breaks, because that's just very Dragon Ball. Sheila wasn't touched.
And if I remember correctly, Chisker rolled really high on their like mad scientist to make the scouter able to be called with the phone.
Did that
I
work?
don't remember doing this.
I thought you
I
did that
remember
at
him
some point.
trying that, but I don't remember if that worked.
And also, it wouldn't be that hard. It just make sure the scouter
Says you.
takes the signal.
Yeah, something it was not even built to do. Nothing in there takes up a radio transmission. But then again, it's anime, so fuck it.
So
Yeah,
do
I
you...
don't recall the roll even. So I have no idea if it worked or not.
I don't remember. I just remember the attempt. I thought it succeeded.
Okay, I mean, anyway.
Because I could have swore Chisker called me on my scouter before.
Regardless, you have a phone in the ship, if nothing else.
Okay.
Well, do they tell us anything else about the base? Like, there's defensive turrets, a password, anything?
Nothing like that. It's just a bit hidden. No password. If you're not someone they know, they would probably attack or flee.
Gotcha.
But the
Of
base
course,
would be.
they wouldn't have a password. Salik would most likely forget it or completely forget how to open the door, so they needed to make it easy.
That is true. Anyway, side question. Can you two can fly, right?
Yeah.
The door opens and then just yeet.
Thank you.
It's not the normal response of somebody thrown through a door of a plane in mid-flight, but
It's all circumstantial.
indeed.
I can't. Wait, yeah, those guys could fly. Never mind.
I kind of was going to do it regardless if they could fly or not.
Cool. Good talk.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, are you gonna call Shilin?
Then, yeah, either I'll tell Chisker to call Chillin or I'll use my scouter, whichever works.
Chillin, this is gonna be before you arrived at Bulma Capsule Corp.
Okay.
One thing though, which I forgot to ask, are you gonna keep Velcor with you after leaving Capsule Corp, or are you gonna leave him there for, safekeeping?
Velcro is on the plane.
Velcor is on the plane.
Balls, yeah, he is. Velcro's on the plane. You have the Dragon Ball. That's what you had.
No, random frost demon. I kill it.
Ah! Stump! Ew! Stump! It's still breathing!
Okay,
Stump!
No. That one Sato would try, stop over the fact that he is innocent. He didn't join some evil guy.
I'm joking, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Which
so
one of
yeah.
us is calling Chillin?
I call Chillin. I hand you the phone.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Chillin, your communicator beeps.
You would answer it.
Click.
God, what a useless device. It doesn't even go over your ear. How do you use... Chillin, is that you?
Yes.
I got some information out of the two mooks I knocked out. I have a possible hideout for Kalik, but he may not be there for long. Do you want to go after it or not?
At the moment, he doesn't have any measure of trying to figure out how to find the Dragon Balls. And we're not currently equipped to deal with Kalik, especially if he's accompanied by Shimos. So engaging would be a mistake.
I was just considering the fact his stuff will be there, so he might have something of use.
Where would you go if you just took a loss and have to regroup?
Back to my base.
We see where I'm going with this?
That's fair. By the way, we still have your Boombox friend.
Yes, I'll be meeting with him after this.
We are on our way to East City? Question mark.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna give him a bean, by the way, for the ride. You know.
I imagine this is just like, we're on our way to East City? Chisker gives you a thumbs up.
Cool. We're going to
They're
East
over the
City.
phone.
We'll meet you there. I'm going to give him a bean now.
All right.
Then I will hang up, hand Chisker back his phone, and give Boombox Man I totally didn't forget the name of a bean.
Sure. Velcor.
A bean that does 10% of health and energy. How much was the coupon, by the way, for the Bronto burger? Was it 20% or 50%?
One free burger.
One free burger.
It's 100%.
Hey.
Let's go.
Anyway, so he starts growing, and he's holding his head. Oh, my head. That was one hella bomb diggity.
I do not understand your earth lingo.
And he's looking around. Well, hello.
Hello. Calyx seems to have knocked you unconscious and held you prisoner. We got you back. You're welcome.
And he's looking around. Well, I'm squared away right in a whole new shindig.
Slow turn with the sound of stone grinding towards Chisker for like translation.
Wait,
Honestly,
what?
Sato would do the same of just what is he talking about?
What
Hold
are
on,
we
wait.
talking about? Hold up. Can someone repeat what just was said if you're going to make me translate it?
He's in a whole new shindig.
Yeah, and
what was this in
Sato
response
and
to?
him looking around the plane.
So he looked around the plane and he said, "Oh, this is a whole new shindig," and now they're just looking at me for a translation.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Icon
Yeah.
and Sato both turn to you with like,
What else is shindig?
yeah, like we don't know what he's talking about.
So, sorry, do you wanna do
He
this?
finds the
Otherwise,
plane weird, I think, or likes it. It's one of the two.
he's in an unfamiliar situation. Grimmy speaks up.
Thank you, Grimmy.
Okay,
Grimmy.
I'm being useful.
We're on our way to East City at the moment. Chillin is going to meet us there.
Coolio. He says, all right.
You know so many languages, Grimmy.
That's Earth language.
Is
I
this-
think it means dialect, as in variations of how people can speak in certain languages.
Isn't that the foods you eat?
Even Sato's like, man, what you on?
Because that's like your diet, like.
Not
That's the food you eat.
diet, dialect.
So you have to say it with a funny accent.
I'm going back to working on those gauntlets. You know,
Anyway, how did he capture you? Aren't you like strong?
Well, I'm going to be a bit nice to avoid confusion. He will describe that it was Shimos that captured him, but that was back when they still worked together. And he just before the temple thing.
Oh. is now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Chimos is trying to do his own thing. Is he sort of going rogue, so to say? Assuming you overheard something while you were captured. I'm just, grasping at straws here. Sorry, grasping at space straws here.
I can't really tell what that Street Piranha is up to. But
Maybe he's
sure
being
seems like
frazzled by
he's
a
looking
human.
for some magical... Seems like he's looking for some magical artifacts in particular.
We're aware of the ones. What are you saying, Chiska?
Maybe he's just getting frazzled that a human is working up the corporate ladder.
He is
What's
a frost
that?
demon. Probably would be incensed at that.
What's that jive you be gushing?
We work for the same company right now. Well, at least I thought we did, but he just... If he's working with Calyx still after telling me that he went rogue, then either the company's against me or he's against the company. And I have no reason to doubt that. I currently have no reason to doubt Dramos has a plan. A good one, sorry.
I doubt Dramos
Alright.
would want you gone so much, even after especially pointing out, how much privilege he was giving you for being an Earthling in them.
Be a real weird situation to just bring me in here, just to... He would have to have suspected that...
Well, if Shimos is going out of his way to kidnap this man and then give him to Kalik to try and force us to hand over the artifact, that seems like Shimos is kind of going rogue on his own too. I'm sure Dramos would love to hear that.
Hoping will be the case. We better not let him see the thing.
Obviously.
That would be the total shiznit.
Does Ramos even know about the Dragon Ball stuff?
Thanks, Sato. Appreciate you.
While taking so much effort not to say Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball?
To be fair, Sato doesn't really know. Like, he gets the wish thing, but he doesn't know the significance that much. That's why he.
The significance is the less people know about it, the better.
That's why we were calling it artifact.
Fair enough. Sorry.
Yeah, Shooms don't need to worry about my gums be flapping.
Shooms, oh shit, he's from Cyberpunk.
You dig? Out of character, I'm not good at the way this character is supposed to speech if it's not prepared and written down beforehand, okay? You dig me? For shizzle? Word?
No, I'm picking up what he's
get
going
you.
down for the most part.
Yeah, shit off the hook, dog.
Fair enough.
Well, it'd be great if Shellen were here.
For those of you that hasn't been introduced to Velcor since previously, he is an infiltration expert and is an expert at blending in various space cultures. He has learned about Earth from watching 80s movies.
Oh no.
That is literally why he's doing this.
Oh no.
The shizzle.
Yes. Exactly. 80% of Dragon Ball is non-serious comedic jokes with silly punchlines. I am all about that.
Bro, he's already in a fortress. You don't need to continue defending him.
But I'm sure Dramos would probably appreciate Chimos working against him.
For shizzle.
Who's the
Wait,
shizzle?
Sorry, what did Icon say? It
I'm
slipped
sure
my mind.
Dramos would appreciate learning that Chimos is working against him.
Question is if he'll believe us. That's why I have something on him. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe it'll sway his opinion. But they've been working together for I don't know how long. He looked like his left hand for a while.
Yes, but we have Velcor here who can testify to being kidnapped, and we have the interaction that just happened. I shouldn't have let those two mooks go, goddammit.
Ah, hell, player. You're gonna drop the truth bomb on him?
That's what I was hoping to do, assuming that Shimos was going to be following one of us and potentially going back to ULR to tattle about us disrupting his plan or something like that.
Hot diggity dog.
At least I got the truth bomb word. I think I get the concept of that one. The other
Couldn't
words,
we
I
just-
have no idea.
Couldn't we just message Stramos? Like, don't you have as your special position just a way to contact him?
I can contact him. This is better done in person. Not to mention, it depends on how easy it is to get a hold of him. I don't exactly have a direct line. I'm not that up the food chain yet. I have to go through his secretaries. I had to go through Shimos' secretaries.
Or soul.
Because it's going to take us a while to get there.
Yeah, I can make
Yep.
I can make a few phone calls and see what can happen. I don't think you need me to describe this much, Dart. I'm going to try and get in contact with Dramos over the duration of this flight.
Sure.
It's going to take us a couple of days to get there, Dart said, and we know Chimos can get there, like, as fast as the fucking Nimbus.
And
It's going to
Nimbus.
be quicker than us. It's going to be quicker than us, regardless what it is.
a little bit of advice out of character. What should I tell Dramos in the event that I have to contact him or set up a meeting? Because I do think this would be best formatted in setting up a meeting. But the question is, what should my terms be? What should I tell him before this?
That you might know a potential traitor?
Yeah, that ought to get his attention. Anything else?
Let's see.
Please help me politic. This is hard.
Pat, feel free to help us with this if you want to. Definitely there's a trader that we have information on. I don't know if we should tell him via the message that, like, who it is.
Yeah, I don't feel like playing my hand here.
You could just say that we were attacked by said trader.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever's not present in the base is a possible suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Which at this point might be just Calic and... well, no, if we tell him not to trust the word of anyone not currently there, that should probably be suffice.
Sure, okay, so it's like, there's a trader, we need to set up a meeting, I'll be back in, like, 2 days. If someone comes to you with information about myself or or the people that I regularly work with, you should not trust them until we have adjourned that meeting.
Is that the message you wanna send?
Does that sound right?
I would say to include something about, because Shimos is obviously not in the city right now. So to say, like, whoever is not home to not trust or something. Because that way it sets up.
I think I already said that.
Did you? Am I
Yeah.
stupid? Don't answer that. Okay, never mind then. My bad. I'm just stupid.
Or, well, didn't listen is more than...
So that's effectively the memo I'm going to give to Dramos if he never picks the phone up, and I have to set up a meeting through a secretary. If I get direct contact with him, I'll try to put in my best words.
Mm. Set up a meeting within 2 days.
Yes.
And don't listen to the lies from the separatist scums.
There is
Don't
no
hear the
war.
lies of the Jedi.
There is no war on Mustafar.
That's a bit vague, but as long as you know what I'm talking about.
We should
Sure,
write
sure.
this down for our sakes. I'm gonna put it in
That
my
would probably
notes.
actually help me too, because I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck it up.
Please do that.
So just give me 1 second to open up my notes and write this down. Say it again, everything that you said before.
Um,
Set up a
Need-
meeting within 2 days.
Need to set up a meeting about a potential traitor in ULR.
Meeting about
Going to present evidence. Do not. If anybody tries to come to you about information that would regard me or my companions, please disregard them until our meeting has adjourned. And
also fucking to move with the train.
it's extremely likely that the traitor is currently not within the city.
Also, if somebody named Palpatine gets there, ignore him.
It's extremely likely the trader is not in the city at the moment of this message.
Yes.
Do you mention anything about us being attacked at all?
Actually, I wanted to do ask one thing in specific. Did you
Okay.
name drop Shimos and / or Kalek?
I think I would name drop Kalek here. I would say
Okay.
that Kalek attacked us, and there may be another traitor.
Kalik attacked us on orders from another trader, maybe.
That might be playing my hand too far, but
A
I
bit
can
on the
go
nose.
for that if you think that's a good one.
Kalik attacked us, possibly at orders of another trader. I'll say, or possibly with the help of another trader. Don't trust Jordan.
What's the word when you're upgrading a house? Like,
Renovation.
Renovation.
Renovating?
The heat vents on Lucifer require maintenance.
Maintenance.
Oh damn.
okay then. Very good.
Yep. So I have that written down.
And once I've made my first contact there, I don't know if Dramos got the message yet or not, but I want to do this off the phone. I'm going to talk to Icon and say, by the way, we should probably figure out ahead of time, if it comes to it, whether or not ULR should be let in on the whole Dragon Ball thing.
That is a discussion I think we should have with Chillin and Bulma too.
They're going to be meeting up with us, though. We're going right there.
That's fair.
The reason why I bring this up is because if we finger point at Shimos, he might use that as a way to deflect.
That we're not specifying what it was he was after.
Right. And we'll either have to come clean or make a very convincing lie, and I don't know if it's a good idea to be lying to Dramos.
If necessary, I suppose we could inform Dramos privately of what it is specifically. I would say if necessary, though, because the more people know about these Dragon Balls, the more competitors we will have.
Right. Something, a secret like that could spark infighting. As if it
Have
already
you?
hasn't.
Well, a
Have you
secret
ever
like that. Go on.
have you ever seen them being used? Do you know they work?
No.
I'm basing this off of nothing, but you see the lengths that Shimos is going to.
That's fair.
I'm
Then
just
again-
going off what I've been told about them.
Fair. Would be funny though if it was just a giant cosmic joke and they did nothing.
Be right up there on par with giant signs on planets that say fake planet.
Mm. I don't know. Magical artifacts always connect weird. For all you know, maybe they will have some bad side effect when you wish.
I guess we could connect with Chillin now and figure this out ahead of time.
We could, yeah, though that sort of communication can be intercepted. I think we should stick to code for it. Just in case someone's listening in.
He just offers you the phone again because he's driving.
Yeah. Tech stuff.
I call Chillin again, and the first thing I say is, yo, what should we do about the Dragon Balls? The Dragon Balls that can do any wish.
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
No, I call Chillin. I'm like, Chillin,
No.
us again.
Did we miss
Hello.
any other important info? Nah, I'm joking.
Chiska just sent a message to Lord Jamos or his secretaries about a meeting about what happened, without dropping names for the most part. He did raise a question though. Should we come clean to Dramos about the artifact and what it can do, if necessary?
There's just a long silence. As it stands, if we're trying to be diplomatic, we kind of can't avoid it. But if we can avoid it, then we should. Otherwise, only Draima should know about it.
That's what I was thinking, is to only do it if absolutely necessary, and if it's necessary, to do it privately to Jamos instead of in front of everyone there.
Indeed.
Okay, so just wanted to get your opinion on it. Velcor is awake and speaking in his weird lingo.
Out of character, Shilin, you have no idea what the hell he means by weird lingo. You haven't.
But he didn't talk like that when he said
No.
chilling.
Because that was before he got to Earth. He only does this on Earth. To blend in. That's the joke.
Alright, I guess I'll see when we get to him.
Oh god, they gave him a brain injury!
That is all. We should be there in a couple of days, I think.
Alright.
Apologies for interrupting your gapping over there, but I do have some things I need to get off my chesticles. You know, and a better way to put that.
what?
I'm back.
Okay. I didn't even know
I
you
don't
had those.
want to put a hamper on your plans when you're being all meticulous and shit. However, I do not believe I should be going in front of the ULR as of such.
You are our basically only evidence of who exactly did it.
I am also technically part of the
Earth
Frost Demon
Defense Force
Space Force.
Oh.
I think I would not leave that such a meeting alive.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Maybe we should have added to the message the guarantee of safety of our witness.
Hang on. P.S. uh, the secretary gets another message. She says, P.S. When the Trade Federation... fucking... No, I also... Read down, like 2 paragraphs down. There's this Velcro guy. He starts every message about Trade Federation in Star Wars. His secretary is so fucking tired of his shit.
That's a fair, reasonable point, I think. If we don't have you, then we can't really name drop who did it.
Out of character, talking about Lord Shimos.
Yeah.
That was back when there was no betrayal yet.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Chimos chased after Chillin, so he was obviously working with Calic. But we don't know that until Chillin tells us.
Listen, if the idea is that we have a third party that was involved, Chillin, it doesn't work for ULR. Neither does Sato.
That is true.
Even though we work together a lot, these are 2 character witnesses that have no reason to be involved in the business of ULR, and that should be enough to sway his opinion.
If we tell Dramos about what the artifact can do, we could spin it in such a way that Chimos is doing this to what the fuck's the word?
Dethrone.
Dethrone or coup d'etat the Dramos.
You're talking about the Dragon Balls, right?
Yes, without trying to name drop them.
What
Oh,
can they
I've
do?
already done it.
Yeah, but only to Velcor.
Yeah, to Velcor, yeah.
And this is Velcor asking, like, what can they do?
Think of something. Anything.
They're supposedly wish granting.
Make a
Then again,
gigantic
for all
Damn
we
it,
know,
Sato.
They grant wishes?
they're magical objects. You never know if they have a bad side effect or don't work. Like, I have seen people trying to make magical artifacts that do completely bad or horrific things. Somebody tried to make a spell that make a charm that makes sandwiches. It made hamburgers.
Now
That
that's
tasted
the
horrible.
bomb diggity for show.
I mean, a hamburger is a sandwich, but
Alright,
Yeah,
so he
but they
knows the
taste like
Dragon Balls are
sewer
wish-granting
and
orbs.
asphalt.
technically a hot dog's a taco.
Have you ever been to McDinkles?
Yeah, they have a great Bronto burgers there.
I have a coupon for one.
I'm just saying, they're
Sure.
hamburgers, not really.
Well, another one tried to make a spell to give people clothing. Instead it made their clothing explode.
What the fuck
Then he
kind of
used it for
multiple
other
bullshit are
purposes.
you on here?
It's basically talking about people trying to make magical artifacts and then doing completely horrible opposite things.
If Shenron was a complete asshole.
Basically, Sato just thinks that the Dragon Balls are a complete scam or just default defective, as he's seen magical artifacts being just either bad or oddly functioning.
Don't think it went over my head, the idea that the magical wish-granting Dragon Balls would want to have people's clothes explode.
So, just to fast forward a little bit. For this day, what are you gonna do? I heard that Sato is going to work on the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Bracers. What about the icon? Is there anything you want to do while traveling, or just resting, or whatever?
Probably resting, but how long is the travel?
Couple of days.
I could get some like image training in for TP.
Yeah, just let me know what you want to do.
I think I shall do that.
Okay, don't roll anything yet. What about Shisker?
I'm flying the plane.
Grimmy can take over
Oh,
if you
yeah,
want to do something.
I should just make sure I'm there when we're about to fucking land. You know, I was about to say train with Icon, but if we did, it could get out of hand. I feel like it'd be like we only have enough space on the plane to play rock, paper, scissors.
Alright.
I know how we could train. We could play patty cake really, 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 really fast.
If you want.
Oh, it a soundboard for that.
It's just a
Wait.
fucking
No, hold on.
motor.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's just the motor.
I'm saying hold on because I...
Yeah, you do have a button for that.
Yeah.
Where is it? Here it is.
Anytime now.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. We'll do a little bit of TP training. Better together.
If we're doing this as fast as we can, I kind of outspeed you a little.
We have the same speed DV if I go combat form.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we're both 13.
Okay, I was going to say, other than that, I have like double your speed value.
In order for you to get something out of this, I have to power up. But frankly, if I don't power up, I kind of get manhandled. So
Well, I'm
I
kind of
think
doing
it's
this. I'm doing this for TP, so this is kind of me training my skill and precision.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's why Chisker's doing the same thing.
Pat,
Let's go. Let's play
what-
patty cake for 3 days straight.
Is Shilin doing anything in particular while he's traveling?
While he's traveling, no, he's just trying to make it back.
Yeah, I figured if you want to get in a training session as well.
On the cloud?
Yeah, you can do while traveling, you guys can do a small, short, simple workout. There, that's the word. If you want to do it.
Okay. I will do a simple workout for TP then.
And all of you all stop having multipliers. Go back to being 100% power as you're doing training.
Okay.
Already at it.
Yeah, that my combat form was on to pick up my speed DV. Put it
Yeah,
back
but
off.
same for Shilin. He should go back to 100% instead of 150.
I mean, Chisker, if you really want me to go as fast as humanly possible, I need you to knock me down to damage state 10. That way I can activate all of my abilities in rage.
Why would I go down to 100%?
Because you're if you're training TP, it's based on your skill power value. So if your
Oh,
skill
I
power
see,
value is at
okay.
150%, your training roll will actually give you more than it should.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't trying to cheat the training roll.
I was. Yeah. I wasn't.
You can check by going down to 100% and then both your how much XP you can train, how much XP you can spend after a training session, and TP you earn for a training session is going to lower. That's why I want you to go back to 100%. Anyway, Icon, we can start with you then. Go ahead and do a training roll. What Also, this is October 26th.
October 26th. Good to know.
I do want to ask, because this is a simple workout, is it possible for me to do something else?
Yeah, flying the plane and getting some rest in. But if like, what exactly did you have in mind?
I was hoping to create a. I need to DM to this to you actually.
I'm assuming this is a simple workout for the first day, considering we did stuff during it else otherwise.
A diarrhea pill that looks like a Bronto burger. Oh, sorry, was that meant
Hang
to
on,
be...
wait a minute. What do you think you're doing there? You better not.
Uh,
Remember, I know where you work.
Well, why should he care about why? Why should he care? You will be too busy fucking attached to your toilet.
A simple workout, because there's no time to do anything other than that.
I'm
It's just
rescinding my
something.
training to do something else. Go play patty cake with the wall.
I'll play patty cake with Velcor.
Alright.
Manhandles Velcor.
So,
Training roll with normal, okay.
that was the TP. For chillin'.
And training rolls do not crit, right?
They do not, no.
Yes, that's a 17 out of 19.
You need, Pat,
Mm-hmm.
you need to put strength, speed, and key down to 100% as well. Because it's not certain it's gonna be 4 XP, it might be less.
Still 72 on TP.
Okay, you wrote 100 instead of 100%, so yeah, because your power level is now 62,000. You multiplied it by 100.
I feel like that should stay there.
All right, fixed. Still 72.
Not TP. XP, you can... It said 4 previously, now it says 3. So yeah,
okay.
you can also go ahead and spend 3 XP.
Does bendable EXP accumulate?
Yeah? What do you mean? You can spend 3 XP right now.
Yes, but does that accumulate for the next training session?
Yeah, if you can spend 3, 6, or 9 more, then yeah, for over these 2 days, it's gonna be more.
As in, I accumulate as in the next time I do a training session, I'd be able to spend the 3 XP from the last time I did training.
No. You
Okay.
spend 3 right now.
I would need time to think about what I want to spend that on.
Sure. Just write up that you can spend 3. Also, Icon, that's a 17. What did
Yeah,
you
give me
train?
106 TP.
Very good. I forgot that you can
So-
TP.
What do I roll for the bracelets? And remember, I did work on them on the road to the Dragon Ball in the first place.
I know.
So I'm already ahead of start.
Thank you for telling me how to do my job!
Someone
Anyway.
should.
Oh.
Sheesh.
For Shisker, I want a science... Wait, what exactly did you want to do again? science, wave-bound sciences for Shisker. As for
Ouch. It's against my specialty. So it's
as
-1,
for
-1.
Sato, supernatural.
Well, I take those.
Just raw supernatural.
20,
No, I'm thinking.
22.
Spells, rituals.
Okay, I'm advanced, luckily, but not the right specialty, so... 2d10 is still pretty good.
Look at that shit.
Come on, come on. Oh yeah, that's a 20. Nice.
So, Shisker is working. I mean, there are no like desks here, so he just sits up a tray and works at the cockpit. And she's Grimmy is interested in what he's doing. At one point, you're looking up and see that she's about to fly into a mountain. No worries, I got this. She's been like looking at what you're doing for like 30 minutes straight, and you guys, for a brief moment, had 1 minute left to live.
Wow.
Imminent
Sato?
doom approaching.
Sato, you are connecting with the magical energies in the bracelet, and realizing that you just need a proper charge. Last time I told you that, I'm pretty sure I told you this out of character, correct?
Yeah, out of character. You said I still need to figure it out in character.
Yes. So you know that these aren't broken, they just have expended their magical energies. You could do it, although it's gonna take quite some time, unless you can find bigger sources of magic, such as better spellcasters, more mystic people, or areas more naturally infused in mysticism, in which case they're gonna auto-recharge.
Okay. It just like the only other person I remember doing mystical stuff I've seen here. The other guys, I'm not gonna ask my brother. He would never fucking agree. Fuck, Chillin could also do some minor mystical stuff. I'm alone right now. God damn it. How long would it take for him alone?
A couple of weeks.
That's bad. Okay. Does he remember any magical areas he has come across?
Do me another supernatural. Actually, this would be supernatural mystic lore.
Nice, my specialty.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's a 23.
You do know of one place on Earth that you've been to that is naturally mystic, which would charge them automatically.
And that was...
The lookout.
Okay, so he's basically... Huh. So hey guys, I figured out the bracelets. They're basically out of energy. And I know a place that can recharge them.
I mean, it's not gonna charge them much faster, but they won't need your input or activity to do so.
Yeah, basically I know a place I can leave them, and basically after like a week or so, they will be back to function again. Though theoretically speaking, if I work together with the place, maybe a bit faster, but you know, they're slow charging.
Man, I can't wait for a week to pass in game. We go back to check on the bracelet, on the gauntlets. They're gone, and then sometime 2 months later, there's gonna be another really buff, really fast, white-haired demon-like dude that just comes charging at us, being like, "You should have used the gauntlets, retards."
What? No, that's not. I don't have that plan. You can't. It's like. Delete.
Okay, let's click delete on Dart. Fucking God putting up his computer. Okay, people I don't like, and delete.
That's what I call the holy laptop.
The God pad.
Anyway, did you spend the... No, you can't spend XP for Icon. I keep falling for that old trick.
Yeah, I
Oof.
can't spend anything.
God, you blow chunks, huh?
If I could spend anything, I would spend
It on me? Oh.
5 XP with this, but
Oh.
I can't. Ha 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 ha. Ha.
Anyway. I think, alright, it's midnight. I would like to do a bit longer sessions, but I really can't talk loud anymore. I need to start whispering and tired and cranky. So I think we're gonna start rounding down, but before that, Shilin, you're going to arrive in the... Whoops. Uh-oh.
You said the correct name.
Yes. That's probably why everything went to shit. You're gonna arrive
just
at the
calculating.
East City around night time. Around 10ish p.m.
Group isn't here yet, right?
No. Not sure if they've told you how far behind they're gonna be, but it's gonna be a couple of days. And
I
if
said it was a
nothing
couple
else,
of days. Yeah.
you could, yeah, in that case you would know it.
Okay. Jolyn is going to check into a hotel or something.
50 Sunny. You're gonna
Right.
find a decent, like, I'm assuming he's not going to any super fancy place.
Mm-hmm.
Or correct me otherwise. Yeah, pretty decent hotel. Simple check-in service, free bottle of water, and pretty friendly concierge, I think they're called. I don't fucking know. Who doesn't seem to fucking fear and shun you by sight alone. So that's nice. Taken to a room, and you have a pretty good night's rest, unless you do anything else.
No.
Alright. Gonna restore health and energy. Who isn't at full yet?
I'm not.
Somebody took half my health.
Who?
If I'm
What the fuck
correct in
happened
what
with
I've
you?
been... Gallic hit him once.
Ha!
Yeah.
Anyway, does the icon have any injuries or burnouts?
None.
Okay.
Of either.
He's
Neither do I.
Fighting, he's been training, and he's not doing the best sleepiness.
I was only in the fight, and then I was just chilling with some bracelets.
Icon, you get what's your max health? Icon will regain. What is max health? Icon is going to regain 2,836. 2836. As for 7%, I'm just gonna say that instead. Sato, you're also gonna regain 7%. No,
Okay,
8%.
okay.
You weren't training.
Yep. Nice. 8%. Works for me.
That's
And how much energy?
you're back to full.
Okay, back to full. Okay.
Did
How
you both
much
heal?
did I... How much did I heal? What was the percentage?
7%.
So we're healing for 7%. Wait, am I
No.
healing for more because I'm not training?
Yes, you're healing for 8%.
8%. How much is that of shit, I haven't been tracking my HP. HP
Your
did I
HP
lose?
is on your powered up sheet.
And I'll go to max.
Yes, my HP should be 7006 divided by 2,
So
3503. That means I need to take like, I don't know how much damage. 250? 255? Yes, okay. So I have the correct amount of damage on my sheet now.
Very
Can
good.
you help
And you
me
heal
figure out how much I heal?
Yes, you heal 312.
312. Plus 312, that puts me at 3850. And that means I need to subtract my damage taken to 85. Alright.
What?
And my
Where's
energy
my
goes all the way back up,
calculus?
right?
Smoking. That's what it's smoking.
What did you say?
Does my energy go all the way back? Because I wasn't missing that much.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you all healed up?
Yep, I'm good.
Very good. Pat, would you like in your training sheet that you can write down 3 XP spent, but just leave it blank as to what you spend it on for now, so we know, so we don't forget it later.
I put it as a note.
Okay then. So gonna do a little bit quicker. The next day, you guys on the train, what are you gonna do? I
The train?
I'm still on that training grind, so
and Chisker.
Chisker is still doing the thing, right? Or is it done?
It's done. The bracers and the flying is done.
Okay. If I have time to train, then I'll join Icon and Patty Cake.
Yeah, you can all
Yeah.
do small, simple workouts. What
Because
are you
I
gonna?
am sure that Fashizzle is kind of done and sore.
oh, I can't do a full day workout.
Not
Not on
inside the
this
plane.
plane.
Even if I'm just like playing patty cake and sitting there meditating.
No.
Damn.
That's why, you know what? I will be spending my time
Listen.
actually, healing.
There isn't really a lot of room to concentrate for training when Grimmy is doing most of the flying. I kind of have to stop and make sure that we course correct in case she gets distracted.
Yeah, but I don't have that problem.
All of a sudden you hear, "Oh look, I see a deer!" And then you start 90-degree tilting down.
Hello,
It's like, wait, you see a deer?
hello, insurance company. You cover me hitting an animal with my vehicle, right? Oh, of course we do. What animal did you hit? Fish.
Fish.
What do you mean you hit a
Beluga
fish?
whale.
It just shows like an 18-wheeler hanging off a cliff into a lake.
So, simple workout roll. It's what again?
The next morning, when you wake up in the morning and she's still flying the plane, you find it kind of hard to breathe for some reason. And you go to the cockpit and she's like, "The moon is so pretty. Go down right now." Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hangs her ears.
So I'm guessing 10%. What is the percentage for if you have no penalties? 10%?
9% because you don't have the best sleep here.
What? I've done worse.
Yeah, you have. In which case it was 8, 7, or 6%. So 9. Shut up. Anyway, Icon, you can go ahead and train. Shisker, you can go ahead and train.
I gotta do 3d8 because it's not a full day.
What do I roll again for TP? My skill dice?
Skill, yeah.
Is
Shilling.
20 even better than what I rolled last time? It's exactly the same.
What is Shilling going to do?
If I train, I won't be able to spend the 3 XP, right?
Yeah, you can. You get to spend more XP.
Okay.
Day
He's talking
1,
about
you can spend
the
3
three from
XP.
before.
Day 2, you can spend 9 XP. Like, yeah.
You can, yeah.
It all comes up to the same amount of XP anyway. But since you're here, you can spend a hard or a full day workout if you'd rather.
Okay. I'll just do a hard workout then.
Hard workout, what are you gonna train?
More TP.
Okay, go for it. Is there anything else more you would like to do that day?
What's the added dice first?
Depends, don't roll anything. It's a +1 dice for hard
Okay.
workout, +2 dice for full day workout. Is he where's he gonna train? How's he gonna do it?
He's going to be trying to keep up on the teachings that he had at the lookout. At least try to keep going with it. With
Do you
how
mean
he was
Corn's
instructed.
Tower?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. You find a nice place to do that. And you can go ahead and roll. It's +1 dice. Of skill.
23.
Indeed.
You also rolled a 20, Jisker.
I know. That's why I
Patty
say
cake,
patty cake is 2020.
patty cake that's dead even, yeah.
Also, we both got concurrent numbers. 686, 510, 5.
And how many times did you catch a fist meant for your battle partner? Like 5 times. I have
Yeah,
actively gone out of my way to take it.
Yeah, ever since you got to Earth.
That it is true.
You
It is ever
you
since I
can
got there.
spend 6 XP there.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm gonna make you all
And-
jealous.
Have all of you rolled? No, yes. And Shisk, you can probably spend some XP too, if I'm not mistaken.
I cannot. Big
Not
sad.
you.
I know. I do
Not-
recover.
How much?
I have
TP
no idea where
did I-
it says
oh,
how
wait.
many XP you can spend anymore for Shisker.
The TP that I get is based on my roll on my sheet, which is 95. I get
Great,
95.
but how much XP can you spend?
I don't know. I'm just looking at what I got for my roll.
I don't know either, because it's not on your character sheet.
I didn't know this was something that I had to keep track of. Damn it, Axel.
Destroy.
His character sheet doesn't have a section where it says how many XP you can spend after training.
It does. It tells you if you put the right things.
Oh.
You put it at that. At ATPL stands for at the moment PL. You just type in your power level at the time of the training.
It should be 2 XP.
What's my power level right now?
2,969.
Nice.
Uh-huh. So if you type it there, it should provide the XP.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stat
2.
TP. XP spent.
Yeah,
Yep,
see,
You
it says
can
correctly.
spend 2. Very good.
Okay.
And whatever you're training, you put down here at the moment. Yeah, either the stat points or skill PV, whatever you're training.
Roll total
Here's
20.
my sheet reflect this? No, it does not. I need to
Yeah,
add.
manually afterwards. Yeah, it's
EXP.
basically just keep note, basically.
Gotcha. All right.
Roll total. Make it say 20,
yeah,
and
20.
I think
20, and then you need to put in your skill in here. What your skill was at the moment of rolling.
3, 8, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I hate this calculation. Whatever. We're good.
and now
It's done.
he has automatically gained plus 95. Right? Let
Yeah,
me
it automatically
try
have.
something. Whoops. Okay, very good. But it doesn't automatically spend 2 XP for him, does it?
No.
I put this in here, so it should have spent the XP. Let me remove that.
Oh, XP stat,
Yep.
like that. Okay, well, technically, if you get 2 or 100 XP, it doesn't have to go to one thing. If you want to put 1 to speed, 1 to strength, you could do that.
Yeah, I know the flaw in that. Don't think about it too hard.
To be
It's
fair,
fine.
I would have put both into speed anyway. I want
Very
to go
good.
fast.
I like how one of your things is rat on acid.
Where is that?
In the XP gained column.
Oh yeah, that was when I got fucking drenched by Cybermen.
Pushed underground or pushed around by Jace.
That was my training session with that was my duel with fucking
Sato.
Movie
Sato.
gross income.
That's when I joined the game.
So, Axel, you healed a second time already since you didn't train.
Yeah.
Very good.
If I calculated this correctly, I heal 9% health, which
8.
will just get me to full.
8% health. 8% health.
8%?
Yeah.
I don't care how much percent it is. It's larger than 1%. Therefore, I'm healing to full.
Oh, uncomfortable rest. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm probably
Yeah,
healing to
uncomfortable.
full anyway, too.
Yeah, probably. And that's the health you're going to be at once you arrive in East City.
Fair warning, Dart. I am not long for this world.
Okay. I mean, I'm the one with the kidney stone, but okay.
Well,
I
we
mean to
both
say,
have
7
sessions
o'clock
starting.
is approaching.
I am a rat's hair, no pun intended, under max health.
So Shillen, is there anything else you want to do in East City before/after training?
Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, there's whole city. Like, if there's anything you think Shillen wants to do.
You could go say hi to Keiki.
We could go say hi to Kate.
The differences between Icon and Poolin and Chillin and Keiki is that Chillin does not have that desire.
Yeah,
Aw.
fair. By all accounts, like Toriyama confirmed, prostamins
You
do
could just do it anyway,
reproduce asexually.
just to mess with Dart. Keep him guessing.
That's what you meant. I thought you meant desire to say hi to Keiki. I was like, oh well.
You check up on your friends, right? I'm gonna go say hi to Tien if he's still there.
The other thing is that Chillin is incredibly stressed and cannot deal with any more issues right now.
Wow, calling a woman an issue. Damn.
He would have to walk straight into Dramos' lair and talk with Dramos' daughter.
Yeah, I know. I'm being, I'm being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Walks into Dramos' lair, rizzes Dramos in front of his daughter.
That's your goal, huh? Damn. Guys, we figured out Icon's goal.
I'm gonna rizz my way up the ranks. I'm gonna be called RizCon from now on.
I hate that name. I will never call you that.
It's called me Mukon then.
BlizzCon sounds like it would sell more units.
It does.
I call you cranial damage.
Joke's on you. I can't even spell cranial.
You call him cranial damage, but he hasn't reached his gold yet. For now, he is called cranial pursuit.
Eventually, at some point in this campaign, I will have so many skull fractures I will finally get the golden skull.
I don't want to. You know, I want to tell you this. That's not how it works.
I'll unlock the gold skin. It'll be fine.
At some point in this campaign, he's going to achieve his ultimate goal, and his head is going to redefine the term head and shoulders.
Knees and toes.
Oh,
All the
boy.
way down. And he's still going to live, and he's still going to win from it, and then somehow he's going to become the smartest Saiyan to ever live.
I already am the smartest Saiyan to ever live. I have a coupon for a free Bronto burger. And I didn't have to do anything to get it.
As long as that coupon exists in your hand, you are in fact the smartest Saiyan to ever live.
I could
Because
go
that's
back.
leverage against other Saiyans.
I
They
could go
won't
back
argue with
to.
you.
I could go back to Planet Brinjal right now and dethrone my father, and he would just be like, "Ah, shit, it's fair."
Holy shit.
Burger.
A Bronto burger coupon. All right, you can have the throne, son.
But I want the coupon. In return.
And that's how
That's
the
a
Civil War started. Many
That's a
people
Sophie's-
died.
That's a Sophie's choice for icon.
There were no survivors.
He can get the throne, but he needs to hand over the coupon.
And then when I hand over the
There were
coupon,
survivors.
and then when I hand over the coupon, he wants the throne back, so he trades me the coupon. This starts an endless loop of us just trading the coupon to the crowd back and forth.
Well, it's not an endless loop. Eventually the coupon will expire.
This is true, and then whoever's king at that point just gets to be king.
Yeah, but
And this is how Icon does it.
He will be a burgerless king, and is that even worth it?
You know,
Well,
that's
then he
fair.
has subjects to provide him said burger. Or,
Exactly. I conquer
no.
the universe to get burgers.
Oh,
Well, he has a. You know what?
His
Brenial had
father is
that
the one who
idea
says it.
2 years and 50 abdications too late.
His
No,
father is
that's
the
the
one who
thing.
says it. You
I
are a king upon a burgerless throne. Are you
I
sure
am-
you want to live this life? You know what? You're right. Arby's, conquer Earth.
I am the Burger King.
To be fair,
Burger King.
that,
The Burger
be-
King.
to be fair, at that point, couldn't he just get a wife to make him a burger?
Hoolin, get in here. Or wait, is that my sister? I don't remember. Either way, one of you get in here and make me a burger. Is that my sister? I think that's my sister.
Olin is your sister. I'm
Hoolin is my sister. Payatu is my girlfriend.
When you're king, you can ask anybody to make you a sandwich.
Hey, Is this the end of session here, Dart?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you for session, Dart. That was fun.
that was
I need to
funny.
go wash my dad's paint tray because he painted today at his job, and then I have to go to my next game.
Ah, yeah. Well, that went well. I thought for sure Icon was gonna icon it up and start a brawl and fight everyone there.
He contemplated it.
I thought for sure we were going to start a fight too. But as it turns out, nobody had any actual leverage on us.
Icon
Wait, hang on.
contemplated starting a fight, but for
Real
once in his
quick.
life, he had a thought.
Real quick. Didn't Shisker train twice?
Jisker trained once. Were there 3 days he could have trained?
No, 2. Oh, right, he built the first day. I'm being stupid.
Yeah, I
Ignore me.
did a roll for
And that
crafting.
was speed. Yeah, I'm just
I-
double checking a few things.
Yeah, I got the same result for both days of my training, so I earned 212 TP.
What did Sato train?
I didn't train. I spent 1 day fiddling with the gauntlets and 1 day healing.
Okay, that's true. While looking at it, I see a weird thing in your XP and training sheet.
Me?
Yeah, the latest one at PL 3145. What is that?
I just put it there to see the XP. I haven't actually put any like other thing
Oh,
there.
okay,
Like
okay.
it's not adding anything. It was literally just me checking.
Makes sense.
Right. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Hey,
Have
can
good.
I say something first before we go?
Yeah.
You know
Run!
why we can't run on Saturdays?
For which game?
This game.
Why we can't run on Saturdays?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a game 2.
No, it's because it's Sato Day, and I'm not ready for that kind of commitment.
Oh my god.
I'll kill you.
Baba Booey.
I think he should get his turning point. Peace, guy.
I think he's never allowed to have turning point again.